Hello and welcome back to the Quiet Part Podcast. My name is Chris. How's everybody doing? Well, guys, guess what? It is election day in the United States here, and a couple of my friends and we said, what better way to celebrate this day than by doing a election stream coverage that isn't anything that you're going to see anywhere else. We're going to have a good time. We're going to share our own predictions, no matter how crazy they may seem. Joining me tonight, I've got my friend Joey. You've seen him in my last video. He's agreed to help me out, share his infinite wisdom, reporting right from the streets of New York. Joey, how are you doing?
From prophets to prophets. That's it.
Prophets to prophets. I got you.
Yes, we're going to profit off our prophecies.
Very good. All right. So, hey, I'm getting... Yay, congratulations. I'm getting chat from YouTube. This is a problem we had last time, so good. V for Vendetta Day is finally here. Oof. That's a scary thought, but I'm glad somebody's thinking of it. So, how's everybody doing? How are we feeling about the election, Joey? These aren't necessarily the same thoughts.
Well, man, listen, so some of these places we were just talking about in the pre-show about Ohio and Virginia, like they were blue. Even Texas was blue for a little bit. You got to wait for them rural areas to get in, man. Got to wait. Damn, Joe, you're smiling.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I'm telling you, the prophecy I have is Virginia is going red. That's my prophecy, okay? If it's not true, then, Nostradamus wasn't right about everything either, so...
Right. So, I mean, that's good. He was right enough in the broadest sense of the term. So hey, what are we talking about?
What's the one that you said a statistic to me right now? Donald Trump is 14 million total votes. She has 11.
Currently, actually, that's changed. That's changed since I last talked to you 5 minutes ago about this, Joey.
Well, that makes sense.
And I'm going to pull it up on screen so everyone can see exactly what I'm saying. Let's see here. There we go. Yes, guys, I am using Google for this because they're quick at reporting, and that's the name of the game tonight. We want to know the stuff as soon as possible. You're going to see the exact same stuff that you see on all those other big streams, but you're going to hear some good jokes from Joey. So what I was telling Joey is currently based on the reported counts, you got Donald Trump having 17,342,000 votes counted for him so far, where Kamala is at 14.7. That is a good difference. Now, I get it. We haven't got to California where there's going to be a massive number of votes allegedly for Kamala. They didn't like her in 2020. Nobody had a chance to actually vote for her in this cycle, so we don't know if they're actually going to like it. I've actually got California as my dark horse, Joey. I think there's going to be enough people in California that reject Kamala Harris to where they do not go out and vote, and you're going to have all the fired up Republicans going out and vote, and they're going to flip that state red.
I tell you what, if that happens, then we don't need to worry about the election results coming on fucking Thursday or Wednesday, Thursday or Friday.
No, you're right.
Wrap it up, send them home,
tie a nice little bow on
it. Good game.
I mean, honestly, right? How else could you interpret that? If California goes Donald Trump, I don't care what part of this map hasn't been counted yet. It's done.
Yeah, right. I mean, like, come on. Who are we kidding? Like, he's at 100 already. You're going to get to... plus 40 with Texas, and then if you were to get 60, 68 or something from California, I mean, yeah, it's over. He's gonna win. We get like 400 electors.
I mean, if we did our election prediction thing on your channel the other night, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I believe based on what we felt was realistic, not any crazy dark horse predictions or anything, Donald Trump was looking at somewhere between 285 and 307 electoral votes.
Yeah, well, the best case scenario that I did was about 320 something, but that's like if everything goes right. But like the mean, the average was around 307 ish.
So
Which is
if you were to add California to that, that's another 54 votes. I mean,
yeah,
she,
54. Yeah, where did I
we,
get from?
we already had it to where she had to win Pennsylvania. She had at least a couple of the swing states that we were talking about, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan. She has to win the states that they say are always going to vote Democrat for any of this to be possible.
Right.
Just has to flip a couple of them and it's done and over, right?
Hey, can you do me a favor when you're done? I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Can you click on New Jersey? I want to see what the breakdowns are for that. Like, what places are
They're
getting
already
counted.
calling it for them. You got Newark
Really?
and Trenton already counted. I don't know what these counties are, but let's
Atlantic
see.
City. What's the total of 50s? Where was it show does it show that their what the numbers are at?
It does not in this current methodology. So
Reporting 20. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I trust Google what they're calling.
Well, the AP is calling the race, so
I don't trust them either.
Well, I don't necessarily either, but that's how they're currently calling it.
All I'm saying is that when it was the 2012, they got a lot of, some places got states wrong. So,
oh yeah, and Fox immediately called Arizona last time, and you know, what are you going to do about it, right? They're going to call who they want to call tonight, and that's what the headlines are.
Listen, their calls are still largely assumptions. So, like, yeah, most of the time it's like a 95% chance that it's probably going to be the correct call, but there's, still an opportunity that they're off base. So I'm hoping for that.
Interesting. We got some naysayers in the chat, Joey. They're telling me Trump is not going to win California.
Well, listen, that's a, Joe Montana Hail Mary you're throwing out there.
They're trying to rain on my parade.
It's a big some say it's a big Hail Mary.
This is why we can't have nice things, guys. You're not going to let me have my happy thoughts, my hopes, my dreams. Damn it! I hope to someday see California go red. I know that is crazy.
I'd imagine these PA numbers are going to go down, but it would be absolutely jarring considering everything Scott Pressler's done if they somehow lost Pennsylvania by a big number.
Oh man, he would be so defeated if that actually did happen too. Because I mean, he put in some serious work in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I can only imagine that they've just counted Pittsburgh and Philly and everything else is, because like some of the reporting earlier was showing, decent signs coming out of Pennsylvania, despite all the shenanigans.
Right. So, I mean, who actually knows? I mean, I don't know what to expect.
Oh, damn it, my fucking cat. So like Tim was showing the same thing that had Hillary up 98-2 and how it progressively got smaller every night, but his is progressively expanding. I mean, I can't believe those things, but like it's better than it not being in our favor.
Oh yeah, and we know early in the evening from past cycles we're going to see a lot more red on at least half this map. It's just going to happen based on what we know. The Northeast is going to be decoratively blue, but Republicans have the largest geography coverage. Let's call it that.
That's how it always is.
So,
will it be enough though? Will it be enough? Especially to end it by tonight.
Oh, I don't know. We're going to have to see some major good reporting happen tonight, Joey, to actually be able to call it, that way.
Listen, if Arizona somehow has their shit together, because I have a little bit more confidence in them than Pennsylvania, because they just can cheat easier in Pennsylvania. It's like really Maricopa County that fucks with everything in Arizona. So like, if he has enough by the time some of these dilly-dally states are done, I mean,
regardless of who wins, regardless of how this actually plays out, Joey,
What did they just call for her? She went from 51 to 70 something.
Probably something not good.
No, yeah, she got 17 plus. Oh, Illinois, they're officially called. Is that it?
Yeah, they're calling Illinois.
Okay, well, we all assume that one.
Yeah. So, but I was telling people earlier, I go, regardless of how this election shakes out, no matter who you voted for, I want to actually examine what Florida does in their elections, because they started counting or reporting the same time everyone else did on the East Coast, and they're 92% done.
Look at that! Isn't that beautiful? Look at Florida. Look at that. That's beautiful.
And we're talking
a swing state. Used to be a swing state.
Yeah, used to be, but we're talking. This is 11 million votes. Okay, I've got other states that have nowhere near that amount that have been counting for and reporting for just as long, but they're only 40% done. Why is it Florida can manage to do it all in 2.5 hours?
Because they're not corrupt. They're not trying to cheat. Maybe there was a time where they used to try to cheat. But whatever you can say about Ron DeSantis is he's one hell of a governor. He's one hell of an X's and O's guy.
Well, yeah, they had their issues in 2000 and to some extent 2004, but they said enough is enough. We are going to actually figure this out and we're going to fix our problems. And they've been the fastest reporting since, and probably the most accurate reporting. So I got to hand it to him in that regard.
You know, I heard positive stuff out of New Mexico today as well. That made me happy because that was another one of our dark horse states.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I knew New Jersey was a long shot, but I don't know. You know, that governor race was close, but I guess this time around, you know, I think there's certain areas. I think there's certain areas that when Donald Trump's on the ballot, they just get ick. And it's not the overwhelming majority of the country, but it's like there's certain areas, and you know, New Jersey and New York are probably going to be one of them. But interesting that they haven't called New York yet. I'm sure the polls are open a little bit later here because it's New York. But
well, yeah. Let's see. We expect to start seeing results according to this map around 8 p.m. So that's what here, 20 minutes.
Oh, your time, 8 p.m. your time. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
I was like, oh. Yeah, listen.
I forget.
As much as I would love New York, as much as I would love New York to go, it's probably. I think it'll probably be close. I don't think we'll get it, but if you know Republicans take back the White House, the Senate, and you know the House, and you keep this positive momentum, you show these people who took the risk of voting for him that this is the party for you now. I think next time New York can go red.
I mean, entirely possible. But I'm glad you mentioned these other races, Joey, because yes, we do have Senate races. We have congressional races. These are all important. Now, everyone always wants to talk about presidential races, but we always fail to talk about these other national races that have implications, but not in the same context. So what do we got going on? Well, no surprise. Rick Scott won in Florida. I didn't expect that to change too much. You got Mississippi, that's going red. You got Tennessee going red. I mean, these are all positive things. But West Virginia, well, no shit, red. The interesting ones. This is the one. I mean, we're fans of a certain show. This is a person they promote a lot. Virginia. Guys, vote for the Republican candidate if you're in Virginia watching this. I hope y'all did. Hung Cao.
Hung Cao. That's how you would properly say it if they're of Chinese descent.
What a name. What a name, Joey.
I know. Cao. Is this a Chinese, someone of Chinese descent?
He is of Asian descent. I do not know exactly
it's probably
which Chinese nationality, though.
Yeah. Cao would be pronounced Cao if it was Chinese. Yeah.
Maybe if we can get him some name recognition, you know, he could run on the Vance ticket next time as VP. Because I would like to see a hung cow as VP. Oh, guys, the jokes do get better.
Oh, Ohio's back being blue. Oh my lord.
Well, we got J Turbo in
Ebbs
the
and
chat
flows.
saying Vietnam. So, oh hey, wow, I didn't know I could highlight the chats like this. I learn something new every day. So there you go. I can bring up individual chats. He left Vietnam after the war. Interesting. So there you go.
What is up, Turbo?
And yes, this is our good friend Turbo. Well,
Mhm.
he's mostly your good friend. He tolerates me because I'm a Fed.
He's a good acquaintance.
Oh, let's see what else we got going on for Senate races. Pennsylvania, that's going to be a blue in the Senate. You know, that's 12% reporting in. Maybe Dave McCormick will come back. We don't know.
Well, you would figure that's a similar trajectory that Donald Trump currently has with Kamala. So clearly, there's red areas. Oh well, remember there's some areas that are open till 10 because of the delays. So he might get a surge late. He's going to probably get some sort of surge late. We can only hope.
I mean, we were seeing, you know, reporting obviously early in the day. There were problems in Pennsylvania. You know, poll watchers being denied. Was it Wisconsin or Michigan? I can't remember. They had a gas leak that they were trying to report early in the day. Georgia, they said something with the election systems, hacking. All of these things, they just add up and they add up, right? Now, do they mean anything? I don't know. I don't know why Russian interference would happen in Georgia's presidential race, but not anywhere else. Georgia wasn't even our most significant need to watch state.
I'm curious if you could see that that estimation thing that Tim was looking at before. See what that's at right now. Last time I checked, it was at 72, but that was on his stream, so I don't remember what the site's called.
I don't remember what it was called, but if somebody in the chat happens to remember Tim Pool talking about that,
yeah, he kept pulling it up. Yeah, he was contrasting to the 98 to 2% with the Hillary Clinton and how like it steadily started shifting towards Trump as the night went on.
Yeah,
I don't like that. Because like if he starts dropping, like he drops like 20 or some shit, I'll be like, oh fuck, oh fuck. Sorry, I don't mean.
I will not send you rope, Joey. It's not going to happen. Damn it!
Send me some nicely wound hemp rope.
So let's see. Well, Michigan's Senate race. I mean, that's pretty much guaranteed, I would imagine. Maine's Senate race. Well, 1% reporting, so maybe that's going to be Republican. Who knows?
Hey, listen, if you could pick up on Maine. I mean, at least you know some of these places that maybe he doesn't win for the presidency. Maybe you know you need all the help you can get, man. If we just get a Trump presidency with all three house, the Senate, House, oh man, get some real shit done for once.
Just enough of a majority to actually get something done. I'm good with that. Right. Yeah, you can streamline the process a little bit, sure. But if it's enough to get things through the door and to help you, me, and everyone else, I'm good with that. The House seat races, I mean, these probably should surprise me more, but you know,
Ohio's more solidly red now. Michigan's red now. Oh, wait, these are House. Okay. This is presidency, my bad.
Yeah, this is the House seats. So interesting. I mean, I think you're going to see this come into play a little bit more. They're not calling any Pennsylvania House seats for Republicans, which is weird because I see a lot of red in this map.
They won't call anything in Pennsylvania until 4 a.m.
Yeah, just after we see a spike in the charts going. Whoop.
No, I ain't going to bed. I'm gonna tag everyone on my server if I see that shit starting to happen and be like, everybody wake up. We need an emergency meeting. Somebody wake up Tim Pool. Steven Crowder is going to keep going, so we don't need to wake him up.
Didn't Daily Wire say they were going to do the same thing? So, I mean,
Oh,
I think Tim
Tim
Pool would
added
be
one
doing
for
it.
the GOP.
Yeah. So I mean,
I don't know. Go back to the presidency one. Let me see how that one looks.
101 to
Okay.
71.
Okay. All right. We got Virginia and Ohio's back on the good side again. That's good. That's good. North Carolina too. Okay, we like that. Listen, if he gets those four, he's sitting pretty. Even if he doesn't get PA,
Right.
or at least he's in a comfortable position. I know Scott Pressler might not want to hear it, but listen, if he wins without PA, then he wins without PA. Thank you for your work, man. But
Oh yeah, I think it's entirely possible. We saw it in our prediction. It is possible for him to win without PA.
But it's not really possible for her. But
she has to have PA.
Her percentage is starting to fall a bit, so this is gonna be close. PA is gonna be. I don't want to curse. We're also on YouTube. PA is gonna be close,
think that's
man.
mostly where we're at.
PA is gonna be close.
So, I mean, I'm seeing here 70 minutes left to vote in Pennsylvania.
So we still got people voting. That's got to be in those red counties. So we're going to see a late surge for him probably. Whew.
Oh, it gets scary. I know.
Listen, the United States, man, they know how to do drama. I think TNT has that tagline, "We know drama." No, the United States knows drama.
Well, that's all we've known for the past 8 years minimum. I mean,
United States, we know drama.
Can you even remember before 2016 at this point, Joey?
Oh yeah. I remember. Don't you dare patronize me. I remember Mitt Romney versus Barack Obama. I remember those goddamn debates where they were agreeing with each other but trying to pretend they weren't. Well, I enacted socialist healthcare on the state level, and Obama's like, "Well, I want to do the same thing, man, just federally." And I'm like, "Wow, you guys just agree on everything. This is wonderful. We have great choices here."
Oh yeah, but that's true unity, guys. That is true unity, Joey.
I can't believe. Listen, I'm sorry. I can't believe that the conservatives actually churned out Mitt fucking Romney, and they wonder why we got Donald Trump for the next 3 elections because you turn out candidates like that.
Well, I mean, Mitt Romney was the Conservative Party's Kamala Harris.
Mitt Romney, the embodiment of the establishment. Against the Manchurian candidate. Like, we had some choices. You know what would have happened if Mitt Romney won in 2012? Nothing. It would have been the same shit.
I think we would have been worse off if we would have had Mitt Romney in 2012.
Maybe.
Just saying.
He would have been more outwardly war hawkish. Because at least Obama had to pretend, even though he wasn't.
Well, look at this. Missouri had a big dump here because they just flipped blue for the time being. So we got St. Louis and Kansas City. I mean,
I
get it.
It's the same thing as Ohio.
You know what sucks about Kansas City? It's on both sides. You get Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas.
It must be an interesting city to live in. Hey, you want to go to Kansas side or the Missouri side?
Oh, it's right down the line.
I bet you they have fucking gangs, man. They got we're Missouri, Kansas City. You're Kansas City.
Oddly enough, yes. I mean, not in the gang sense, but it's definitely very cliquish.
What's going on in Louisiana? They're not counting nothing there yet.
Not for another 10 minutes.
Mon ami. So. Be prepared. Yeah, prepare your Angus's for them to immediately announce New York is blue. It's a Hail Mary play, man. But just prepare yourself, because I know, me included, I at least want to see a battle. I want to see him take an hour and a half to call that shit. I want to see him lose 52-48. I need it to be close.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is not what you absolutely wanted to hear, but New Jersey, 44% for Trump right now. 44% in New Jersey.
I think that'll even if it's called for her, I think the number will probably tighten up, but because they got the major cities called already, so now it's those couple of other areas that are going to fill in. He's probably going to come up short, obviously, but
hey, I mean, in past cycles, I don't think the conservative candidate gets 44% in New Jersey.
No, that's what I'm
Just doesn't
saying, man.
happen.
Listen, Florida was in the same position I feel like New Jersey and New York are in. I mean, not as much, but it's close. Like we're right there, man. Just put a little bit more effort in. I think we can flip those two. And if we could flip like New York and Florida, like consistently, it's a wrap.
Well, that's why I think I agree with you when you said, while most people would be surprised to hear this, New York is in play. Donald Trump is from New York. He did good things for the economy the first time around. We hated him for it, apparently, which is why he didn't win it in any way 4 years ago. But he did make some solid gains in New York then. I think he's going to make more gains this time. I'm not ready to say New York's flipping red, but it's getting closer.
It's getting closer, man. It's getting closer and closer. Hold on. I told my sister I'm doing something. She's like, oh, where? And I'm like, I'll send you the link, buddy.
All right. Tell her to bring her friends.
Well, she doesn't have friends. Well, let me not say that. Just anyway, I love my sister.
Wait. She doesn't have friends. What'd you do? Did you sleep with all of them and scare them away?
No, actually, one of her friends really wanted to. Anyway, we won't talk about that here. Tune in to Nightcap if you want to hear those stories.
Sorry, guys. I tried to get some juicy stories for you. It just didn't happen.
She was just obsessed with me to the point where she needed to stop being my sister's friend because she couldn't handle herself. I don't even understand why, because when she was obsessed with me, I was like sick and dying and stuff. It must have been really unflattering.
She looked at you and said, I can fix him.
Georgia tightening up a little bit. You had to expect that.
Yeah. I mean, I expect Georgia to be, close, maybe 51-49. And the more they report, the more I believe that's going to be the case. North Carolina, they're still at 26%. Donald Trump has widened his margin a pretty good bit here so far. So, here's hoping. And I mean, it's just, as you're seeing, it's starting to fill the map in here. Pretty good
Virginia, here. Come on. Wait, that's not Virginia, North Carolina. But come on, Virginia.
Well, you got Virginia doing the same thing here. Ooh. I mean,
please, Virginia. I will look like from Prophets to Profits, bro. That's one of KRS-One's albums, From Prophets to Profits.
I mean, you're going to have Alexandria and you're going to have Richmond. They're probably going to be red or blue. Mm-hmm. We know that. What does that mean for other things? I don't know, but this map is filling more and more red. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
What are those areas that aren't filled in? Are they like traditionally? Do we know? Does anybody know? I need to be reassured here. I might need another coffee. Oh my God.
Make it a decaf.
I am taking a deload from like politics. Like after this election, especially if it goes well, I need to take a deload. I need to take some time off. I need to give the heart muscle some break.
Yeah,
it's too much.
But hey, good news. Ohio's back to red.
Yes, beautiful. Look at that. It's beautiful. Look at all that red. That's beautiful. The Bloods must love that.
And they're moving pretty fast too. They're 45% reporting now. So
I love all these conservative, traditionally conservative areas, except for Virginia, but they got a conservative governor. I love them showing a masterclass on how to count shit at a decent rate.
Yeah. I mean, Pennsylvania, look at them. That hasn't really changed. I mean, you're filling in a little bit more of the smaller areas, but
are they 15% now?
Yeah.
Bro, they were at 14% like 15 minutes ago.
It seems like it. I don't like how much more blue I'm seeing here, though, because I mean,
what's the number at though? She's lowered to 65% though. She was at 73 when we were talking when we first noticed Pennsylvania, when they first lit it up on the map. So it's getting closer. They got those conservative counties that are open till 10. He's going to make a late surge. My feeling is he might come up short in Pennsylvania. And I'm sorry, Scott Pressler. But if we win, man. I want that late surge, though. The real question is, does Joey's sister look like high? What?
I think it's supposed to be him.
No, she's my half sister, so she probably looks a bit different than me.
So she probably looks better than you at least.
Well,
There you go, Turbo.
yeah, probably.
You should
She's off the market, Turbo. So simmer down, boy. Simmer down.
Oh, DC. They don't have a picture of DC for us to look at because we know it's going to be blue.
Yeah, who wants to look at DC? Quite frankly, who wants to look at DC? Not me. I don't want to look at DC.
I mean, it might be a place to visit. So sorry, Turbo's now upset.
That's too bad. That's unfortunate.
And Flair.
Wisconsin should have results
soon.
Well, they should be having something at least. Reporting. I don't know about results, but reporting.
Yeah, they're gonna start.
That's a big one too. I guarantee you, if it looks like the momentum's towards Wisconsin, he's gonna shoot up in the predicted stuff.
Well, Maine's reporting in now finally.
Mm-hmm. Maine's one of those that are split, right? The delegates are split, just like Nebraska.
Yeah. So I don't know how
so
it's going to go.
He just got a +2, so he must have got. Oh, now he's what are they calling? He's plus 17.
Nebraska, South Dakota,
beautiful.
are now there.
What are they calling? Are they calling New York for Kamala?
Oh, of course they are. Yeah. Immediately, 0% reporting. New York's Kamala.
I'm not believing it until we see it filled in. They're filled a lot of people.
This was something I was in a voice chat earlier talking, and this is something that kind of pisses off a lot of people, right? Immediately they start reporting and they just call it without actually counting anything, without knowing what the data shows. And largely I agree. You disenfranchise people when you do this. People, I get it. There's an efficiency gain to it, but
I'm still not
disenfranchisement.
Yeah, I'm not believing New Jersey and New York until I see more information. I just want, I think it's exactly what you said. Everyone's saying it, like, Jack Posobiec, Scott Pressler, them on Twitter. Don't just ignore everything. If you're online and they called something, ignore them because they might be wrong. And we have to go with that slight chance they might be wrong because, listen, the media is changing right now. The media, we're starting to see this push towards more internet, these big alternate sources. They're starting to slowly take over from the dinosaur media, and the dinosaur media want to call it. I don't know. We need to see more information. They've been wrong in the past. They could be wrong again.
Now, here's some crazy stuff for you. I was telling you our vote totals. Trump's up to almost 23.5 million. Kamala's up to 19.7. Jill Stein, a couple 100,000, 167,000, 68,000. Chase Oliver, I mean, that's a dead heat there. Green Party versus Libertarian Party. And good old RFK, 93,000 votes. Why? I mean, I like RFK. I support
people are stupid.
I support him, supporting Trump. But if this was your guy, and you liked him that much, shouldn't you trust him when he says vote for Trump?
Yeah. Yeah, I like Crowder. I got Crowder's map on the screen. His not. They're not assuming anything.
Oh, good.
Though they've called Texas already. It looks like Crowder's stream is called Texas.
Pull him up really quick then.
Oh, I don't know how to get to his. I don't know what site he's using. I know they have a site for it. I just don't. I don't know the name of it. If somebody in the chat can figure that out for me.
I just figured it was his stream or something.
No. He has like his own legitimate election calling center. So I don't know the name of it though. He mentioned it before, but I don't remember it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he has a link somewhere.
I don't know. I trust Flair to answer that. Flair, get on that.
Did he say he was gonna? Powered by yeah, I don't see.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh well, we'll eventually know.
Election. Something does it say? Is someone check his stream? Does it say it on the bottom of the scroller? Election. I can't see it. I'm blind. Election whatever map.com. Whatever. We'll figure it out.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, that might be a better option. Whew. I hope we got the results tonight. I hope we get it at least sometime after midnight. Like, obviously, like, if the polls close at like 8 or 9 in California or Oregon and all those places, it's not going to be fully decided. But man, wouldn't it be something if Donald Trump won the popular vote but lost the election? That would be what would them goofy ass left to say at that point?
Yeah, those.
They've been wanting to change a thing for so long, but now they, do you find it?
I think so. Here,
okay,
share this tab.
It looks a lot differently. Well, yeah, he's
what you're looking at.
Yeah, this is the one he was doing. He's obviously he's probably he's probably calling the conservative ones a little quicker than he probably should.
Yeah, but he's not calling Georgia. He's not calling Texas yet.
Oh, he did not? Okay, because I could have. So he just had like some video up where he was calling Texas, like they was doing some goofy thing.
Maybe this hasn't updated on his site yet.
Maybe.
I don't know. What the fuck is Blair? This is what Joey told me to pull up. It's from Crowder, so I don't know. Somebody needs to teach him
maybe it hasn't updated.
The dark mode's a good thing to have. My
Why
eyes.
is it really bright?
Oh God, it's really bright.
Okay, you just X out of it then, or switch off of it.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot I got to switch this. There we go.
Actually, let me full screen. I got his thing muted, but let me full screen it so I can actually see shit.
Oh yeah, you can copy his commentary too, right?
Well, I can't read lips, so no.
We got G-Nels in the chat.
Oh, G-Nels, what is up, dude?
He's commenting on your sexuality.
Did he say I'm a faggot? Damn.
He called
baguette. Hey, a baguette. Did he call me a baguette?
he did not. He did not switch to French. No.
Shut up, I don't see you on a live election show. No, kidding.
Well, now you see him on a live election show.
There you go. Listen, gay means happy. It's in the Flintstones theme song.
Have a gay old time. They spell it a little bit different.
Looks like they.
Where's Jamie in this podcast? I don't have Rogan's budget flair, so I do not have a Jamie. Sorry.
If Virginia goes for Trump, everyone's going to be like, we didn't know. We missed this. And I'm going to be like, hello.
No, it was the most obvious thing once they said it was paper ballots in Virginia.
Yeah, and then the Supreme Court took some of the people off the non-citizens off the voter rolls, which I don't know why they're on to begin with. Listen, I'm willing to entertain this possibility since Glenn Youngkin is the governor. Listen, I believe election fraud has been happening for a very long time in this country, so I wouldn't be shocked if maybe he's pulling some strings. Listen, we fight fire with fire. What they call for Trump, he went up 17.
Some of the southern states.
Okay, so Wyoming, Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana immediately.
Yeah.
We got Wyoming in the mix now. Oklahoma's already being called.
Yeah. Arkansas. Look at that. Iowa's leaning red. Strange.
So I don't know if you can see this, but Flair's got some high expectations for you here.
I'm budget Jamie. Yeah.
You're gonna have to do a lot more work if you want to be the budget Jamie.
Oh no, I'm definitely not the budget Jamie. I don't pull anything up, bro.
Yeah, Flair. I did see that he's got a ton of votes. He's up to 110,000 votes now nationwide.
Mm-hmm.
People are that retarded.
Yeah, who are these goofy people that are like, I hate Kamala Harris, but I don't like Donald Trump, so I'm going to vote for RFK.
I'm going to vote for the guy who's pulled himself out of the race.
Yeah, right.
Why? Especially when, I mean, that doesn't help Trump, but it kind of hurts him if, you know, people lean towards Kamala in certain states.
Oh, we got Ohio solid red.
No.
Uh-oh.
The first county in Minnesota reports in, and it turns the state red for a minute.
It's great. It's beautiful. Bro, if they win Minnesota, they don't even like, I don't think they will, but if they do, they don't even need fucking Pennsylvania at this point. Like, okay, so they got Ohio as a solid red, which means they're calling Ohio for him, right?
Yeah, they're officially calling Ohio, it looks like.
Beautiful.
According to the AP.
Beautiful. Okay.
So,
okay. That was good. That was looking scary for a minute. So he's going to be at 150 now, right?
Yeah. That would be...
They haven't updated the number yet. It's still at 137 last I checked, but it's going to be 150 when they update it.
Unless that was already factored into that.
No. It literally just switched. So it probably has to. It's probably going to, everything in this country moves really slow. So,
well, anything going for Trump moves slow.
Oof. I got my balls in my throat, guys. No homo.
Hey, this is it's not family friendly. Uh-oh, Joey, you're getting in trouble.
What did I do? Joey, oh shit, you're right. I'm sorry, I had an edible. I'm fucking off kiltered. But the hat's gonna be awkward with my headset.
Guys, yes, but as soon as Joey gets back, we got to call out a friend of ours. Based AF merchandise provides my hat, America First. I got the black on black edition. I don't know what Joey got, but he wants to rep that too. I don't have a link. Someone can post that in the chat for me. Go buy your own merch.
Look at that. America First bucket hat. It's very awkward with the headphones on, so I don't know if I'm going to have it on forever, but I'll try my best. I look like I'm about to go fishing in the Hudson River.
Yeah,
America
swimming.
First. Sinoski, I don't know if you can post that in the chat, the link to her merchandise, sponsor of Nightcap.
So yeah, I don't have a link immediately available. I told her to post it or somebody to post it if they have it.
Okay. I got this thing full screen, so I don't want to exit out of it.
That's probably a good idea. You don't want to lose things.
All right, so I'm assuming Missouri and Kansas City. Well, maybe not Kansas, but Missouri will probably pull in Ohio, and hopefully Kansas will as well. So
Missouri, you got St. Louis and Kansas City reporting in. They're the big places. Right. You're obviously going to see those be a thing. But once more of the state actually reports in, I think Missouri's going to go red. Kansas probably got the same thing happening. You know, they got Kansas City and you got Topeka. Wichita's another bigger town. It's not as big as the other two, but once the rest of this fills in, it's probably going to be red as well. So
that was another one we kept an eye on, though. Kansas, we kept an eye on that one. We said this might have. Oh, look at that, New Mexico starting red. Oh, come on, baby.
They are starting red, but they got 2% reported in.
I know. I'm just
don't get your hopes up, Joey.
I'm an optimist. Optimus Prime.
It's like them trying to claim Colorado already. I suspect Colorado is going to be blue, but guess what? It's 5% in, and you know it's just leaning blue.
Is Base still here? Like, what's your feel? I mean, not Base. Fuck. We got to get David. I got to get David. We got to find David. Someone contact David. I need his sense of a wherewithal in Arizona.
Trump 177. Yeah. So some more got.
So what did they add?
More of this got called.
Texas is solid red now. Texas
they
and
called
Ohio.
It. Yeah.
No, wait, they haven't called Ohio yet. They haven't added Ohio. That's weird. Unless Ohio was a part of that. Maybe it was. I don't know.
I'm thinking it was.
Yeah. Well,
so we got enough Texas for them to call it.
Listen. I like math. I'm not Rick from the the Discord, but like, look, zoom out. Let me tell me the electorals for all of them, so we can get a see if they're lagging behind on anything. Texas is 40, right?
Texas is 40.
How much is Louisiana?
Louisiana 8.
8. So 48. I'll keep going. Florida's 30, right?
30.
30. Okay, so 78.
The ones we're officially calling, right?
Yeah, the solid red ones.
Okay. Alabama 9.
Okay, so 78, 87.
Mississippi is 6.
Okay, 93.
We got Tennessee is 11.
104.
You got Arkansas. That is 6. I'm sorry.
So 110.
Oklahoma 7.
117.
South Carolina 9.
126. So Kentucky.
Yeah, West Virginia is 4.
130.
You got KY Jelly. That's 8.
138.
You got Indiana 11.
149.
Ohio 17.
Yeah, this was a tough one. 166. Right? 149. Yeah, right? 166.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds right to me. North Dakota, or Southern Canada. I mean, take your choice. 3.
Okay, 169.
South Dakota 3.
72.
And Nebraska 5, but it's not going to be all 5. It's not going to be all 5 for that.
So it's going to be 176, right?
Yeah.
All right, so the one to the left, this one, what's this?
Wyoming is 3.
So they haven't added Wyoming yet.
So
unless I did some, I don't think I was off. Anybody fact check my math? I don't think I was off.
I wasn't paying attention.
We got Wisconsin and Minnesota so far, early going, and Wisconsin has a big city in it. I know, the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, the Milwaukee Bucks.
They love us. They love me.
But as I said the other night, they had Brett Favre come out and endorse Trump, and the Packers, they're big there. So we shall see. Anything else that has changed since the last time we looked at it? Oh, let's look at Minnesota, see what they got.
I got intel from Arizona saying very confident it'll be red.
Well, I too saw that. Trump. I agree. Let's more Trump on this board.
Let's see Pennsylvania. What's
21%.
What's the overall percentage of that? Where can I see that? I can't. Scroll down. Yeah.
21% reporting.
All right, so it's 58 to. Okay, so when those conservative ones that are going to close at 10 start coming in, that's when he's going to start to get some momentum. I think he's going to come up short, but you never know.
And he's currently down by what? Little under 300,000, so about 240 down.
Joe Biden was down 750,000 before the mail-in ballots came. You love the bucket hat. Thank you, Melted. Thank you. It's a little crooked because I got my feet up on the footrest. Your math was right. It's 180. See, bro.
See, that's why I pulled it up. It was important to give you validation.
Mm-hmm. I want to thank my fans.
You should probably thank the New York public education system.
I want to thank the New York public education system for making me this mediocre.
Of course, thank your parents. You know,
I want to thank my parents for making me so mediocre.
Without them, you wouldn't be here.
Dan Base, could you click on my profile on Discord and post the Outworld Live Rumble account? Even though I'm pretty sure most people in here follow it, but just in case they're smooth brains and they haven't yet.
So yeah, I'm seeing reported from your reliable source here, Joey.
Yeah.
It's going to be about 50% for Arizona being red. You can take that to the bank. I'm not arguing with that person ever again because they end up being right
all the time.
Not taking any bet.
They let us know that they're always right early and often.
Not taking any bets. It's just not going to happen.
Interesting patterns with New Mexico and Iowa. So obviously we expect that with New Mexico, but interesting. What are they like counting a certain city maybe towards the west side of Iowa? Is there anything there?
Ooh, Iowa. No, Des Moines is blue. I mean,
hey, gotta put this cat in the room.
Expect Des Moines to be blue though.
Okay, there's still a lot to work with there. Okay,
there's a lot going on in Iowa. That
I wonder is some part of Iowa. Wait, is all of Iowa? Are they Central Time Zone?
Yes.
Okay, is there like okay, never mind. Let's meander over to New Mexico.
Oh, actually, let's look at this. So you got your current House race in Iowa. You got 4 seats, but you got 2 of these big districts that are red. This one I think is also going to be red. You're just going to have this one that ends up being blue. I think that seems about right for Iowa.
I'm going to put this cat in the room. Intermission.
All right. As long as the cat's still going to be safe, though. That's all that matters. How's the Senate races looking? All right. Looks like there's a chance we're going to, go back to being GOP favored. I'm good with that. New York Times is predicting Trump at 66% right now. Thank you, JTR.
Do you mind if I get another coffee?
Go right ahead.
Intermission. Buy a hat.
That's right. Buy a hat. Not from Joey. Buy it from Based AF merchandise. I hope she put that link in the chat. I don't see it. Let's see what else we got going on here. I'm going to put this up on screen so Joey can see it when he comes back. JTR. Thank you. Yeah, kind of in a holding pattern right now. We ain't got a lot changing here. New Mexico looks like it flipped for a little bit here. Yeah, go figure. Albuquerque, Santa Fe. That seems about reasonable. We'll see what that shapes up to be. Minnesota hasn't really changed anything, so it's still just that one district. Oh, ooh, we got two reporting in now. They're both red though. BasedAFmerch.com. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me. Check that out. You can get this great hat, black on black. It goes good with anything. Let's see here. What other news information am I seeing pop up? Oh, no, I'm not seeing any news stories. Why isn't any news stories popping up? This has been a while. This on Twitter. Duval County in Florida voted to the left of Georgia at every U.S. election recently, and they're pretty solidly. So not going to matter for this at this point because we've already said Florida is Donald Trump. Let's see here. What else we got going on? Checking the Twitter or the X. You can call it whatever you want. I don't want to let that bird die. I know. I'm old like that. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything really going crazy here. Nothing unexpected. I also can't see any of these other streams because it'll kill my internet connection, unfortunately. Man, Joey, your coffee takes forever. You need to do better about that. If Florida can count its ballots in 2 hours, you should be able to make a cup of coffee in a couple minutes. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Anyone else buying that? I don't know. The needle is pointing 287 Trump. Yes. Yes. Where do I find the needle? I think we asked where that was at earlier and nobody knew. And I didn't know where to find it. Homepage, New York Times. New York Times homepage. Where do I find New York Times homepage? I'm internet illiterate, guys. Ah, there are the needles. Yay. Live presidential forecast. I gotta sign in, sign my life away. You know how it is. Little Colombian kid working for $1 a day. Well, it is definitely leaning Trump. Oh, damn, it's down to 285. I was led astray. I'm sorry. So what do we got? What other things we got here? Popular vote estimate. They're still saying it's leaning Harris 0.04 or 0.4. That seems a little bit extreme based on what we're seeing so far. So I don't know where they're getting their information from. Which states are going to decide this election? I love this part. Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, current most likely tipping point. Everybody's got it resting on Pennsylvania. You got Nevada, you got Arizona, Georgia, and North Carolina, and they're all currently favoring Republican. Nevada's favoring Republicans. Pennsylvania, it looks like it's favoring Republican. If these states are truly what decide this race is over. Unless I'm reading this incorrectly, and that could very well be the case. But we'll see. All right. Well, we'll keep an eye on the needle here as we keep going. No, we're at 178 now. So somebody went, another one went red, and I don't know which one. Maybe it was a Maine one. No. He's currently winning Maine. That's a good thing. Not that it makes much difference at this point, but I am rambling. I apologize too, by the way, guys. I'm wondering where Joey is. He's usually faster about these sorts of things. All right. Virginia's 56% reported in. Trump is definitely in the lead there. A little over 1%. So still within the margin of error, still plenty of votes to count. But I think that's as I would have expected the map to look as it was. So we shall see. North Carolina, that's filling in red. It looks like he's up decently. That's 100,000 votes. That's nothing to scoff at. With they got reported in, 53% reported in. So we might see North Carolina go red. We might see Virginia go red. And that is a big thing for Donald Trump at the moment. Let's see who else. Georgia's 75% in. They're still not reporting this one, calling this one, obviously. But he's got a solid lead there. Looks like you're still going to have the, Atlanta reporting in, Augusta, Savannah. The bigger areas obviously going to report in. They're going to have more to say in this election, for the next couple hours at least. Hopefully we get an answer there. You add 16 to the total here. That's without zooming in. At 16, that gets you to what, 194. Add in North Carolina, that's another 16. That is 210. Virginia, 13. That's 223. And that's a pretty solid lead at that point. Yes, we'd like to see him pick up a Pennsylvania. Other people are saying he needs to pick up some of these other states. I think there's a chance he gets Wisconsin. I'm back. Minnesota. Oh, good. I was trying to entertain people for far too long, Joey.
My bad.
I was.
I didn't have enough money. I did not have enough money for a coffee, so I did instead am making a hot chocolate. We compromise.
See, I thought you were just making the coffee. So
no. So, well, any updates? Let me see the overall map, please.
Well, they've updated it by 1. He picked up 1 somewhere, and I don't know where.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Even though, according to my map, he should be at 180, but what does that matter? What's math, really?
Yeah. What is math?
The math ain't mathing, folks.
So there's a couple things that was in the chat while you were gone, though. Mm-hmm. You got JTR saying this. New York Times predicting Trump 66% right now as a chance of winning.
Interesting.
And
what
then,
was the?
And then we found the needle.
Oh, the thing that Tim was showing.
Yeah, not necessarily found the needle. I was told where to find it. So.
Okay, what do they say?
And that's currently Trump 287.
That's around, what we were thinking, somewhere in that number.
Well, it says, that's a solid win either way. They've got Harris pointing at the popular vote though as a point four.
Yeah, but
0.4.
the fact that it's even that close when he lost the popular vote by 7 million last time
Yeah.
tells you all you need to know about the tide shifting or the demoralization of her as a candidate.
But based on this, again, this is just constantly shifting based off of exit polling and the numbers being reported in. Trump's at a 69% chance of victory. Oh yeah.
That's down 70 from 72%. Uh-oh. I guess
Yeah,
I don't know if it's the same one Tim was using. I think he was using a different one.
But the 69% is still a pretty good number.
Yeah, 69 is a pretty good number if you know what you're doing. I got Starburst. I got 2 chocolate bars. I'm sugaring up. I'm putting all the drugs in my body.
Damn right. Did you know we had a legalization on our ballot here in Nebraska this time?
Oh yeah.
Which is important because they spent the last like 3-4 cycles now trying just to be able to get it onto the ballot.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't do it. It just wasn't happening.
CNN's projecting New York for Kamala.
New York for Kamala. What?
Yeah, like I said,
bullshit. Let's see. I've sent a picture here. I got to look at it.
CNN has not called Indiana or Ohio. Interesting. What are we looking at?
I've sent a picture here. Pittsburgh, obviously. Philadelphia is big for Pennsylvania. And they're currently projecting it, looks like, at 55-44%.
Okay,
so
getting closer. It's going to come down to that surge. Here. It's going to come down to that surge at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, and hopefully, I gotta believe that all the work that's happened in this election cycle, Scott Pressler doing amazing things, that we actually see a shift here. I think we should.
I hope so. New Mexico's back red. That's a good sign. Wisconsin's blue. They must be counting the big cities.
Yeah, Madison started reporting in, and Milwaukee started reporting in. So
okay, that's good. What about? Let's look at Michigan. I want to see how it looks for Michigan.
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't even understand.
Wait, is Detroit?
Is Detroit red?
Detroit's actually red.
Bro, if Detroit's red, then he's going to win Michigan.
What? Somebody fact check me here.
Am I colorblind? Does that say Detroit? Detroit? Is that red?
Yeah. I'm zoomed in as far as I can go here, guys. This is Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me I'm crazy, but I see red.
Back up. Oh, zoom out. All right, let's go to the up because this is important too. Is this left-hand side of this part of Detroit, which they probably have an extra hour to do their voting.
Oh,
because they're probably in the central time zone. Because so that's an interesting. Who made that state design, by the way? What fucking genius is like? We want Detroit to be connected to Wisconsin, but also separated by a body of water.
Well, yeah. So you got the Great Lake here. I don't know how or why we got the Upper Peninsula that isn't connected to mainland Michigan at all, but actually connected to Wisconsin. But this belongs to Michigan. Who comes up with this shit?
So now that we're looking at that map, though, if Detroit is going to stay, I don't know if those are the final numbers. But if Detroit stays red, you have to imagine there's going to be some light momentum for him. Only 1% of Wayne County. Yeah, but Detroit is isn't Detroit like their biggest city?
Yeah, but that's Wayne County. So if only 1% of that's reporting in, and it's currently just showing,
Yeah, but look, yeah, maybe, but he's getting closer on the numbers slowly. We'll see. I'm curious to see what that left-hand side. One of the markets has Trump at 71% now. Whew.
Oof.
One of their maps shows Arizona. Google's not showing it, but the map that they just showed is Arizona starting to come in as a light red. Man, my balls is hot, as Derek Lewis once said.
Well, live forecast by state. So I'm looking at this here now. Guys, news websites, if anyone is actually watching this coverage here, come on, dark mode. Seriously, it's 2024. Get with the times. This white shit, get rid of it. Well, Nebraska District 2, that's going to be the one blue for Nebraska. I get that. New Jersey, they're currently calling Harris plus 11.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what she finishes at. They're confident
Maine,
on New Mexico. It's interesting.
Yeah, Maine, New Mexico. I don't know.
Yeah, Maine and New Mexico. Let's take a gander at Maine and New Mexico.
Yeah, I mean,
let's go to Maine first. What do they have Virginia at?
They got Virginia. Harris 4.9.
Is this them coming in, or is this like current like live predictions?
This is their live forecast. So what they currently believe it is based off of what's been calculated, I think. So Harris is up 4.9 points according to the New York Times off of an estimate. So they say 90% win.
I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something here, but let's take a look at those three states. Let's start with Maine.
All right.
Make our way west. Make our way west.
So Maine, I mean,
Maine's one of those. Are they one of those states that like splits delegates, or I mean,
yes, and
so
yeah, it's based off of some weird thing. It's not the same as Nebraska, but it's the same as Nebraska. So they apportion their votes, which is fine. So
click on New Hampshire. They believe. I won't see New Hampshire. They haven't called that yet. It's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. 40% reporting in, but I mean it's blue. I think
it's interesting that they haven't called it yet, though. It's interesting they haven't called it. At least nobody's voting for Robert Kennedy on that one.
Maybe they are. Oh no, they're not.
His name must be off the ballot. All right, let's check out Virginia now. Let's see what they got. Let's
check out Virginia.
Let's take a gander here. Interesting that they
60% reporting in. The AP isn't calling this.
Look at that. That's close.
My
God, that's by a ball's hair.
That's 50,000 votes. I mean,
I know.
When you're talking a couple million, 50,000 is pretty narrow.
Come on, Glenn, do the right thing, Glenn.
Yeah, here's 35,000 people that should have voted for Trump.
Well, you can't guarantee that the Green Party would. The Green Party is more likely to take from the Democrats, but yeah, that's at least the Libertarians should have. That's interesting. It's interesting that the New York Times is so confident that she's going to be +4 there. Meanwhile, I guess we'll see.
They must consider the big cities actually likely to flip it or keep it blue. I guess because they currently were blue.
Come on, Glenn. Do the right thing, Glenn. You know the Democrats would.
So Maine has two House districts. That makes sense. Each gets their own electoral vote. The other 2 votes go to the state popular vote.
Oh,
so if Maine popular vote goes towards Trump, let's talk about this. Maine's currently only got 30,000 votes in, 26,000 votes in. Seriously? Oh no, that's just 3% reporting. Never mind. That's not too bad if it's 26,000 at that count total. But, you know, they should count faster, damn it. What do they got going on up there? Snow? Forget it. That's all they got going.
I don't know. I feel like those numbers we saw from New York Times had to be going into it. Like, it doesn't make sense based off what we're seeing, but maybe we'll be wrong. Maybe it will be proven wrong, but I don't know.
Well, I've also noticed this in past election cycles. When it comes to things that are favoring Trump, they slow roll the updates that actually end up favoring him.
Right.
You know, they could be seeing what we saw. You know, it looks pretty red to me, and they're just not updating this to favor him.
Yeah. Or that's just how their shit was looking going into the night. I don't know. Because, like, some of those numbers seem like, I don't know. I'm just
look at this.
Here. I know it says live, but.
Well, so I just expanded to all states, so that way we can see them all.
All states.
Okay, they're calling Harris for New York. Okay, fine. I think it's too soon to say that. They haven't counted the votes, but you know, whatever.
Right.
Look, they haven't even started reporting Oregon. It's 94% Harris.
Yeah, so this sounds like this was their going into thing. That's what it seems like to me.
I think that's possible, but I mean, they call it the live forecast. So,
but we also knew the establishment mainstream media lies all the time. So,
yeah. So, I mean, you would think that, you know,
this is demoralizing because they're probably still standing online in the West Coast. So this is like demoralization.
Possible. You know, they're not even showing. I mean, they're showing votes in, obviously. So what did I say? That was New York votes in. 41% of the votes are in. Well, there's 60% that haven't been counted. That could switch New York. It really could.
Especially if it's from New York State and Long Island.
Yeah, it's unlikely, but you know, it could.
I just want them to get close. I just want them to get close because that'll make me feel better about the next time. Because listen, there are some people that will not vote for Donald Trump because he's a divisive candidate. And like, if you get someone with tact in there, like JD Vance or Vivek or whatever, whoever your, you know, cup of tea is, you get someone in there who's not going to overreact at every little jab. You know, that's going to look favorable on some of these weird people that want to be friends with their president instead of having a solid leader.
But let's look at this. You got Michigan. They've only got 13% reported in, and they're 54% saying Trump. Nevada, 54% Trump. PA, they're actually forecasting Pennsylvania still goes to Trump, even though on this
it looks very bleak.
it does not look that way, right?
The only thing I can think of is that those red areas that were extended, they haven't counted anything from that yet.
It's possible. And something just changed too. Is that clicking into here? Oh, we got Kansas and Missouri flipping back red.
Let's go.
Let's go. Midwest represent.
Midwesty.
Still got that crazy shenanigans going on in Iowa. You know, that's a 30,000 vote difference even. You know, but again, you've got Des Moines. It's a big part of this.
Yeah.
So once more of this map fills in, you're going to see that close in for red and probably eventually flip back red. Despite the crazy poll that we consider to be an outlier at this point. New Mexico. Yeah, hasn't changed any since the last time we looked at it. It's currently what I expect to see, but we'll see what it looks like in an hour, 2 hours. Hopefully not too much longer than that, because that could mean it's going to be a long night. But see, this number hasn't changed yet. If only that was a 2, Joey, we could be done.
Yeah, right.
I miss the days when we could say by midnight you knew who the president was going to be. Don't you wish that could be the case again?
I mean, listen. The pace at which this is going is a lot better than I thought. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and again, this is still very positive news for Donald Trump at this point in the race. 35 million, almost 36 million votes in for him, 32 for Kamala. He's up by 4 million votes.
Let's do some
And
fantasy
we've got-
booking. Let's do some fantasy booking. So Kansas and Missouri is how many in total?
Well, let's switch over to your map here.
Oh yes. Let me go to that. I got to go to the thing. All right. So let's what does he currently have? Okay. Well, let's put him
Okay,
at what he let's put him at what he officially has.
Okay, officially we've got North Dakota, South Dakota.
Uh-huh.
So you've got them. You got Nebraska. Still go over to the side there where you see split votes.
Okay.
Move the mouse down. And just one of those individual ones, just switch it to from one to a.
Right.
Well, I was
This
gonna
is a
say on
state.
Nebraska for sure.
Oh, Nebraska.
know.
Switch one of them to the blue. Okay.
Yeah, because that's what's gonna happen. I can assure you of that. Let's see, Maine.
All right. I
let's
think I got
not
everything.
let's not
right?
mess with Maine yet because
Not know Utah yet.
yeah, we
I
don't
just
know
I
Maine
just did.
yet.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's right. Go back.
Okay, so then we go down to let's see, we got Wyoming.
196. What do I have that he doesn't currently have?
You've got Montana and Idaho in there.
Okay, he's still at 188. Okay, Iowa. Okay, this one. Okay,
Iowa's not
182.
there.
What's another one that I'm counting too early?
Um,
Oh, Alaska. Okay, that's it. Alaska. Let me not count. Let's fill in what we got. Let's fill in what's official.
yeah. So right now you've got 188.
190, 179 to 100.
Okay, what is missing?
Yeah, what is missing? What's this right here? Do they call Delaware for them already?
They have not.
Interesting. Somebody's math is off, and it's not mine.
Oh, you don't have Missouri.
They officially called Missouri?
Yep. Missouri is Trump now.
All right, so we're at 189.
Well, I see 188, but
well, I don't know what I'm doing wrong then.
I don't know unless they're calling one of those main districts
things.
already. I don't think they are.
No, that would be 190 then. The math ain't mathin', folks. The math ain't mathin', folks.
Oh, you got Sandra D saying they counted Montana, or no, she corrects herself. She goes Missouri. It's about the same. I've been to both. Montana's way more of a nice outdoor state. I like Montana, in terms of weather and just all the fun stuff there.
Let's fantasy book now. Let's fantasy book. Let's say Georgia, North Carolina, Kansas City. What does this put us at? 227. Oof. Now Utah, this place, Arizona. Whew. He's gonna need something, man. Let's say Iowa. Well, makes sense, right? Okay,
you can give Montana, yeah.
Yeah, let's see. These are the states, and he might win. He might win 2 here. It seems so. He's gonna need something. He might get Nevada. That's the one. He's gonna get Alaska. So let's say right now. Let's okay. So he has a realistic chance to be at 261 within an hour.
Yeah,
he basically needs to win either a combination of one state or 2 small states.
Well, actually, I mean, if we give him Virginia, click on Virginia right now.
Wins.
The election's decided.
And since, listen, the New York Times, if all their predictions hold true and he doesn't get Virginia, they seem to think he might have Michigan. Still gets it.
Yeah. I mean, based on what they've already called, and then, as you said, fantasy booking, the things we kind of expect that he's going to get, I don't see how he doesn't win tonight.
Let's give Kamala what she's expected to get.
Yeah, give Kamala what she's expected.
Okay, Colorado's not called yet, so I'm not going to put that there. But we know she's probably going to get these three.
Yeah, I know she's going to get the West Coast.
So this could be, you know, let's be liberal. Let's give him Colorado. This is likely what your map might look like. Okay, New Hampshire. I'll give him New Hampshire too. It seems like they're leaning towards it, right?
Give him the full Northeast. I mean,
well, I don't know because we don't know with Maine yet. It depends. So
yeah,
this could very well be your map in an hour. Can Donald Trump win either New Mexico and Nevada or one of the other states? Because as long as he wins one of those states, yeah. Actually, here's another pathway for Trump. I'm sorry, I keep talking. If he wins Nevada and he actually wins the popular vote, then he just needs to win Maine. Right? Am I right?
Yeah.
4 plus, yeah, he would get 271. So he has, assuming this is what the map's going to be, he has way more pathways to victory.
Like I said, he picks up, let's see, there's one path. He picks up this one or this one or this one. There's 3 different more. This one. I count 5 easy ways for him to win right now.
There's good chances that you might see something like this. Well, how do we feel about that? I want it to be this because, you know, I want to get my states right. But even if you take, let's put them back. Let's put them blue as well. You know, if he gets Minnesota, he has a lot of more pathways than her. This is assuming Arizona goes. We think about it. Even listen, look at that. He still wins. Put Arizona blue. Look at that. Look at all that. New York Times says he has a very good chance of winning Michigan, which is interesting to me. But if they're wrong about that, then they could be wrong about Virginia. So the way this map is looking, and they also say he has a good chance of winning Pennsylvania, even though, you know, like, so look at this. This is all without Pennsylvania, guys. This is all without Pennsylvania. Now, let's say he makes a late surge come like the 10-20 or something, and Pennsylvania's red, and then Arizona's red. Maybe New Mexico. Maybe they're going to be wrong about that. Look at this. This is why our range when we did our pre-show was anywhere from like 278 to like 324. Because if the ball bounces the right way, and it's not going to bounce the right way completely because, you know, he lost New Jersey, which was I was hoping for. But like, look at that. If he gets Virginia too, this is Donald Trump's right here. This map is probably his best case scenario. Well, no, his best case scenario with these 4 main areas, but like.
Well, I'd say best case scenario. I mean, in terms of likelihood of what we're going to see tomorrow morning, this is likely what we would see.
But here's the great thing, though. Here's the great thing. I'm trying to white pill people, bro. Let's say Pennsylvania and Georgia and Arizona are not done counting by the morning time. Look at that. He's 2 away. He's 2 away. And if he's winning the popular vote, he would get he might get 2 here already. So he, you know, if he gets those 2 districts in Maine and he doesn't even win the popular vote with this map, without these 3 problem states counting, since it's going to take forever, it doesn't matter. He would still win. So if anybody, I can't see the chat right now because I'm looking at this web browser. I hope you guys get that positive energy, get that shit going, bro, because he's got a lot of pathways. He's got a lot of pathways.
Let's be more liberal and fair to Kamala. Let's play that game.
I think we are, honestly.
Let's give her all of the swing states.
The ones that I don't have checked in?
Yeah, except for Pennsylvania. Let's give her all the swing states.
Even the whole Maine?
Yeah, let's give her all of Maine. Change Virginia.
It comes down to
And
Pennsylvania. Give her Delaware.
yeah, she at this point in time needs Pennsylvania. She has to win all those. Oh, you got to switch Michigan back. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this is Kamala. Trump could win Pennsylvania. It's irrelevant. This is her best case scenario. No. Wait. Okay. This is her best case scenario. It's possible.
To not needing Pennsylvania. Yeah.
It's possible.
Possible. I'd say it's unlikely.
But what's the statistics? What's the statistical probability? Well, we don't know about North Carolina yet, right? But it seemed I think it might be leaning red.
North Carolina, it is currently 66% reporting. It's 51.9% Trump, 47% Kamala.
Okay, but what are the odds of her winning 8 out of 9 of these swing states? You know,
I gotta say it's low.
But for her to not have Pennsylvania, she needs to sweep the rest of those swing states. She needs 7 out of 9 in order to win without Pennsylvania. Donald Trump essentially needs 3 or 4 out of 9 in order to win without Pennsylvania. So this New York Times predicted thing, which is saying, she's still going to win New Mexico and Virginia, but it's also saying he's going to win Virginia. Michigan in that. So let's say that their prediction thing comes true. I think they have Wisconsin and Minnesota towards it, Arizona towards. What do they have Nevada at? And they have New Mexico. I think. So, but even look at here. If those New York Times predictions stand true, New Mexico and Virginia go for Kamala. Even if she gets Georgia, as long as Michigan and Pennsylvania still end up going for Trump, he's got a lot of pathways. I think we're hitting the stretch run. It's 10 o'clock, so there's probably going to be some new reporting out of Pennsylvania we should look at.
Yeah, I mean, Oregon just came online. It immediately started red, but that's that's Eastern, yeah, Oregon. So this is part of the part of Oregon where they want to become Idaho.
Flair says they're flipping Wisconsin red. Yeah, but we don't know yet. We'll put it as they report it. Is New Mexico still red? We're gonna switch it up to whatever they have it currently at.
Oh, Wisconsin's filling in pretty nicely red. I like that.
Hey, listen, if he wins Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, I mean, I'm nuts out for Peanut, bro. Nuts out for Peanut.
Hey, first reporting out of Arizona, 4% in. It's not Phoenix and it's not Tucson. It's that in between area, whatever that is. But they're currently solidly Trump. Madison and Milwaukee are wild. Ooh, what are Madison and Milwaukee looking like? Madison and Milwaukee are blue. I mean, and so is Eau Claire.
Go to Minnesota. I'm very curious about Minnesota. Could you imagine if Tim Walz loses his fucking state?
That'd be the most amazing thing.
His career as a politician will be over.
Minneapolis and St. Paul, that's blue. I mean,
no shit.
Although if you listen to some of the people we've talked to on a regular basis, I know people from Minnesota that have said there were percentages of the Somali population coming out endorsing Donald Trump.
194 Utah. Did they call Utah already? Go back and check.
Well, it is updated to 198, actually.
Oh, wow. They called Utah?
They called Utah. So beautiful. What else do they call? They called Montana.
Okay, what do we got?
And Wyoming.
They called Utah.
Yeah, click it in on your map.
Anything that's not called, I'm removing. So I don't think they've called New Hampshire yet, right?
No.
They have not called Maine yet, correct? Georgia's still not called. North Carolina's still not called, right? Virginia's not called. Pennsylvania's not called.
Correct.
You want to switch back to Iowa's not called, right?
Iowa is not called.
Okay. All right, so just quickly switch to no, wait, I didn't call California in them yet. Okay, so just quickly switch to my thing and make sure I got this right. Because it says 212 for me. So I still got Alaska, Idaho,
Idaho.
Ayahuasca. All right. Did you check back to mine?
We're what I have 198. You've still got a couple on there that I don't.
205. So which one am I? Let me look. Which one am I not having correct? Because it looks like we have the same shit, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
It's the same. So they haven't updated their number yet.
They're playing the fucker. Oh, you don't have Georgia. Never mind.
No, I don't. I got it. I think I have everything correct except Delaware. They don't have Delaware.
And as far as I can tell, your map matches mine or what they're reporting.
Interesting. Because I know I'm up one. They must not have counted Utah towards the number yet. But for some reason, I'm up one. Like they're at 190. They were at 198. I'm at 199. I don't know where that extra one is coming from.
Yeah, and they've got Kamala at 99, but you have her at
okay, you know what it might be? You know what it might be is they might not be counting one of those districts for Nebraska right now. That's the only thing
that could be.
It's the only thing. Oh, so I'll put one of them at okay. So now we're at 204. If you add 6 to 198, 204. So okay, I think we're kind of aligned now. Here, go check. Yeah. Go click on Nebraska. Yeah, it looks like it. Look at no wait, that's my map. Yeah, go to their map and check Nebraska. It's probably Nebraska.
Oh,
I can't think.
I'm looking at Nebraska. We haven't apportioned them yet.
Okay.
So Donald Trump has officially won 3 of Nebraska's electoral votes.
Okay, so that's it.
So
he's going to win one more. I switched that. I took one away. He's going to win one more, and then the Democrats are going to win one of them. Most likely.
So I'd take the Democrat one away then just for, accuracy purposes. Mm-hmm. Okay. And don't get me wrong, I would love for him to win all 5 Nebraska electoral votes. I really would. But we don't know.
I also have Colorado for them. They don't have Colorado. So they're at 99 and 204.
They have Colorado.
They called Colorado?
Oh, they have not called. Never mind. They haven't called it yet. So
all right. So these are all the called states right now.
For some reason, we still have. And I'm still at 198 though.
Yeah, they clearly haven't updated the Utah number. That's the only thing I can think of. They haven't updated the Utah number.
That could be. Let me hit refresh.
I have everything accurate, bruh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I just hit refresh. It hasn't changed. So
it's got to be them. So issue on there.
But I will say I'm switching over to my map because it is looking very positive right now. Back to me. Look at all these that are currently leaning Trump. Maine, Pennsylvania, Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, Kansas, New Mexico, Arizona. I'm not counting Oregon.
Trump just pulled ahead in PA. Go to PA. Yep. Go to PA.
Yeah, like I said. God. That was already that was what I was pointing out. This is huge.
I need to turn my camera off. Cock is erect. Blue Chew has activated.
Yeah. So I mean, this is looking very favorable right now. We're almost at the 50% point in Pennsylvania, and
just flipped. Yep.
So these are all very positive signs. If they officially gave Colorado to Kamala.
All right. We don't want to run up the score too much. No, I'm kidding.
No, I want this closed out in the next 20 minutes. Damn it!
Tell me what the popular vote count is, please.
Popular vote count right now. We are currently at 41,231,033 votes for Donald Trump. Kamala, 36,506,762 votes.
Dude,
He
Are they
is
gonna
up
have
by
enough?
almost.
Are they going to have enough with the California? Is California going to be able to reinforce it enough for her to win the popular?
I don't know. There's 40 million people in California.
Yeah, but
We know a lot of Republicans do live in California, and a lot of Republicans do vote in California.
do me a favor. I'll look it up on my phone. I'm going to find out the vote total. California 2020 vote totals. I want to get an estimate of what we might be dealing with here.
And we have an hour to wait for them, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so California won last time by 5 million votes.
So that would make it dead even.
So if they have a low, let's say they win by 3 million, 3.5 million votes, that means he's going to win the popular vote, which means he will get Maine.
Maybe. Oh, this cycle is so wild, Joey.
I need to check on my hot chocolate, guys. Even though it's way too, I'm sweating way too much. I got to lower that air conditioning. Holy moly.
I do need to go get some water really quick. So I'm going to leave you to entertain.
All right. Do you want me to run and get my coffee first? There's good chance I'd be quicker than you.
Yeah, you go. Go get your chocolate. Get your sugar high on. Every state, I like this. Every state Trump wins from here on out, take a shot. Do that. Do that for me. You know, I'm not going to be drinking, so. But maybe if we know by the end tonight that Trump's got this secured, I might actually take a drink. I might take a shot. I got some bourbon laying around somewhere.
All right. I'm here.
All right. I shall be back in a moment.
Every state that was stolen from Trump last time that they win, you taking a shot? Shots. I got no alcohol, but I will have alcohol soon because I have a friend coming to see me, and hopefully these results keep up because wow, Oregon's still red. Interesting. I wish I can click on this, but I'm not the one controlling the screen. You guys can't see it, but I am so erect right now. Imagine, Trump will be at AmFest, bro. And I'm proud to be an American, or at least I know I'm free. I wish I had some more weed, but I don't anymore. And I'll gladly stand up. Born Stellar says hi to your erection. Tell him to why don't they join the stream and help the algorithm? Can you tell them that, please? They could still watch it on the thing. Just put it on mute on their phone and just join it, so they can comment. Keep this shit popping, bro. I posted merchandise. I don't have the hat on right now because it's awkward with the headphones. Make sure you buy a hat or two. One for your significant other, one for your mom, one for your sister, one for your brother, one for your dog. Just buy a hat. They sponsored Nightcap. Sponsors also one of the co-hosts. Buy a hat. Welcome back, Sanoski.
Howdy.
Earlier,
good. No? Somebody, I'm guessing you put that link in the chat for me.
I did. This might be it, folks. What do you mean, Flair? Keep speaking. Any update?
Oh, bad news, guys.
What?
Wisconsin's leaning blue at the moment.
Oh, that's okay.
By 2,000 votes. but then so is Arizona. But
Yeah, but yeah, they're probably
that's 16,000. I know, Flair. Flair, you're gonna have to calm down.
Yeah, let's
There's-
not get overconfident here.
There's still 66% to report in. You know,
Let's not get overconfident. We're in a good position.
Yeah,
Let's keep
math is
sending them
hard for me
positive
right
energy.
now.
Let's tell those motherfuckers in California, vote, 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 because if he wins the popular vote, that bolsters him more and it makes it harder for the media to fuck with him.
Oh yeah, I want anyone that is currently in California that's a Republican to make sure they have voted. I've talked to everybody that I know that lives in California and said, go vote.
JTR, get out there and vote again. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
Don't do anything illegal, but go vote again.
It's a meme, YouTube. It's a meme. Vote early and often.
or well, no, see, we got a leg to stand on with that though, Joey, because Jimmy Kimmel last week told people to, vote late, like Thursday or Friday.
Okay, they called Delaware for him. Let me switch that. They called Delaware.
Oh, good. And well, DC's reporting in now, so
okay, yeah, but they technically haven't called it, so I'll remove it. New Hampshire, no. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's very good.
So this is everything you need to know about DC, and this is why Donald Trump needs to win. When DC is 90% against a candidate, that is who you want in office. That's who you want as president, is the person they are against.
That might be the best piece of political analyst that exists on the internet, honestly, because it's so fucking true. That's the fucking swamp. They all live in that stupid ass city. They don't want this man as president.
They know Donald Trump wants to massively reduce the amount of people working in the federal government, which is them. And they're obviously against that. That's all you need to know about DC. Let's see what else we got coming up here.
All right, they flipped New Mexico blue again. Interesting. Okay, let's click on New Mexico and look at that. Wisconsin's back red. Okay, very good.
Yeah, it looks like New Mexico had a pretty significant ballot drop because
still a lot to go, though. Still a lot to go.
Yeah.
Smooth brains voting for Robert Kennedy.
2,000 of them.
Yeah. They're probably like, a Kennedy's on the ballot. Let me vote.
Hell yeah. I've been waiting 53 years to vote for another Kennedy.
I voted for John F. Kennedy.
Let's check in on Iowa here.
At the time. All right. It
Well,
looks like
Iowa's coming along nicely. I mean, you still have the blue in the Cedar Rapids, Des Moines areas. Okay, I get that. But, I mean, the rest of the state's filling in red pretty consistently. I'm good with that. Minnesota.
Come on, baby.
That's still showing as red, but that's only 2% reporting in. I'm talking about Minnesota for an hour and a half now, Joey, and they're only 2% reporting in.
Yeah, they're waiting to see if they need to cheat. That's why. I'm kidding, YouTube. I'm kidding. Can you check the Senate race for Minnesota?
They just can't believe that there's so much support for Trump. They're recounting everything 4 times. Senate races in Minnesota.
Royce White, let's fucking go, bro. Let's go. If we can get Royce White in Senate, bro. Oh my god.
If we can get Amy Klobuchar out, that's pretty darn good.
Dude, that is, you know what that's like, replacing Amy Klobuchar with Royce White. That's like a team down 25 in the first half, and then they're up 20 in the second half. That is such a point differential swing right there. If you can replace such shit with such talent.
So this comment here is significant, right? Biden doesn't even like Kamala, which is true. Did you see that Jill Biden was caught on pictures today leaving her voting location wearing a MAGA red pantsuit?
Yep, I saw that. So my brother sent me Vegas odds. I think Vegas odds. Trump's minus 750 right now. If anybody's ever watched boxing or UFC, minus 750 means you're probably going to win unless you get knocked out.
Yeah.
47.
Damn it.
What?
I know I'm supposed to be for Pete Ricketts, but I don't like Pete Ricketts. So he's winning the other Senate seat. This one is encouraging. Dan Osborne, you know, I don't like Deb Fisher. You know why I don't like Deb Fisher? She got her start in politics. Her family farm was going bankrupt. She didn't have any money to her name. She got elected to Nebraska Senate, or the Senate for Nebraska, and magically she was suddenly $7 million net worth. I do not like seeing that. But hey, you know, house races. This is kind of prophetic if you want to look at it this way. Okay, so we got 3 House seats in Nebraska. Tony Vargas, he's gonna win his seat. That's guaranteed.
Oh, wow. Base says hold on. Base says they're saying, whoever they is, Trump is going to win PA by 2% and Michigan by 2%. Oh,
yeah, that's probably a New York Times thing. Let me check them.
Let's hope.
All right, so PA. Where's PA in my list here? PA. Well, their live forecast. This isn't live apparently, because they said 61%. Let me hit refresh and see how this changes.
Sorry that I'm looking so close, guys. I'm blind. X that out.
Oh, estimate. Oh, look at this. Estimate of the count, 296.
Let's fucking go.
Chance of winning 81%. I mean, this is getting good.
Listen, Trump at no point when he was facing Biden last time was at numbers like this. There is no predicted thing saying he was up 81%. Because if he was, the Democrats would have made fun of that shit for the next 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
He was probably never the favorite at any point. And I'm proud to be an American.
Currently, the most likely this has actually changed. It was Pennsylvania. Currently, the most likely tipping point state is Michigan.
Virginia's back to blue.
Based we already said that earlier. We're pretty sure of it. You know, Pennsylvania. We were just being generous. We don't think she's gonna win it, but guess what? It's possible. But oh shit, Joey. Oh, you look at this.
What?
Remember earlier? I called this out. They were saying Kamala's popular vote was favored.
Oh yeah, you said it was about 0.9%, I think. Now
0.4%.
0.4.
It is a full point swing.
11 point decimal
popular
swing.
Vote. Yeah. So 1 full point in popular vote. That is huge. Donald Trump winning the popular vote and winning the Electoral College is let's go.
They're anticipating not getting enough reinforcements from California then.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the other thing. The other John.
All right, let's switch back over here. Back to president.
Zoom out. Let's see what we got. Virginia's blue again, right?
Yeah, Virginia went blue again, but it's not official.
What's the count?
49.4 to 48.9.
Still close.
It looks like 15,000 votes.
Okay. And how much is reporting in? I think it's like 75 or some shit.
67.
67. Okay. Listen, it's still a possibility, man. It's still a possibility.
I'm telling you, 33% of the vote to go. I mean,
I was very confident that it would be a swing state. He might lose it, but that's absolutely a swing state. I mean, look at that. It's a swing state.
Yeah.
Who are they fooling?
If you're saying 33% is still not reported,
Trump's minus 1,000 now in Vegas.
We got 3 million.
Trump's minus 1,000 in Vegas.
I mean, that's 900,000 votes left to go. That is not an insurmountable difference. And you said he's what in Vegas?
He's minus 1,000. Minus
Oh,
1,000. Yeah. Anybody who's watched mixed martial arts knows most of Anderson Silva's title defenses, he was usually like minus 900 and he would win easily.
Yeah, that's Vegas saying, we do not want to take your bet on this now.
Okay, let's check back with Minnesota. Yeah, they're like, please don't bet on Trump. You're not making money off that. What's the percentage? Still 3%? My God. These Democrat run states, bro. These Democrat run swing states, like the swing states. Like, look, let's give New York credit. New York counted the vote very fast for a city of how many million?
Yeah, this is Tim Walz on the phone with somebody at his Secretary of State or whatever, saying, stop reporting this shit.
He knows how to run a mean pick six. Actually, let me just, as a New Yorker, let's see what the numbers are here.
I clicked on 59.
New York. All right, 59 40. Okay. How many is reporting? 65. Listen, New York's counting at a pretty damn good pace. You got to give them credit for that. They got the most populous cities in the world, and for some reason, they can get it done within an allotted time. But Pennsylvania, Minnesota, and fucking everyone else, Georgia, want to have their thumbs up their ass. I
mean, I kind of was hoping to see this, a little closer to 45, 46%, if I'm being honest.
It might get to like 43.
But I am not disappointed with the New York turnout right now. I'm not.
Listen, they got two areas. They probably have some left to count in Long Island. He's obviously not going to win. He's going to come up short. But listen, New York is ripe for the taking, man. Republicans got to start running candidates in New York. They got to start running more House, because I was looking at the ballot and there was so many people that were running unopposed. You got to start throwing motherfuckers out there.
Joey God, I hate saying this.
I know that would be a horrible idea. I need to be the man.
I need run unopposed.
I need to be the one pulling strings.
You could be running unopposed, Joey. Put a D next to your name.
Eliminati.
And shit.
Eliminati. You're going to bed? What? Oh, that's what she said. Michigan going red. She said, "I'm going to bed." I'm like, "Oh,
she's on the She's on the West Coast and going to bed already." I mean, come on. She needs to drink some more. That's what she needs.
Carrie Lake was onto their shit in Arizona. Yeah, she's been calling out a lot. You know what the difference between last time and this time is? Republicans were not caught with their pants down. This is a statement I said after 2020. They were caught with their pants down. They got too confident. Now they're on the fucking ball. On election day, we got people on the ground. Right. This is how it always needs to be. It always needs to be like this. Remember that. Take this day. If it continues to bode well, take this day and remember it always needs to be like this.
Well, treat it like every election is going to be stolen. Treat it that way. You'll have more respect for it. You're going to watch it closer. You're going to do the things you need to be doing to keep shit in line. That's what matters.
So I have updates from last year's Vegas odds. The highest Trump was last year against Biden for Vegas was minus 600. And now he's minus 1,000. He was just minus 750 a couple of minutes ago. Now he's minus 1,000. So he's already surpassed bigly his odds last time.
Bigly. No, that's good. That's really good. I think
we're gonna know. I think we're gonna know the election results tonight.
Oof. I don't want to say that though.
I think we are, because if it keeps going at this trajectory, he might not even need to worry about these slow counting states. Yeah,
I suppose that's true. I mean,
We're in the big. He's gonna get Idaho. He's gonna, that's gonna add on. It's all about what happens with Wisconsin, Michigan, and Minnesota. If he sweeps that, bro, he's looking at like 320.
Oh, right, yeah, 1,000%.
And if he wins that plus the popular vote, what could the left say? What could the motherfucker say? We beat him into the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Manslaughter.
It was rigged.
It's going to be a bloodbath, folks.
Oh, God, don't say that. Don't get them started in on that shit again.
In Minecraft.
Don't get people keying in on the phrase bloodbath. Good God.
Sorry. I was doing a parody of Donald Trump. Sorry. I'm sorry, folks.
No, you're fine.
Folks.
It's just
Arizona's back red again.
They picked up on the bloodbath comment like they've never heard it before. Like it could only ever be used in one context. And it's like, are you fucking high?
I can't. I'm telling my brother to keep me updated on that number.
Virginia, I mean, they currently got her up by 0.4%, but it's still leaning red. So that's interesting.
Let's fucking go. This is Trump country, brother. This election, if it continues on this path, is going to send a fucking message to the rest of the world.
Hey, I see something in the chat.
What? Oh, thank you for bringing it up.
Base is getting a weird feeling.
I don't like that. Why are you getting a weird feeling? Neither candidate could win with one northern state? What do you mean? What?
I think she's saying they're not going to allow us to see the results of one of these Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan states, or even Pennsylvania tonight. So they're not going to report it tonight. So we can't know ahead of time.
I don't know about Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin might, because they've had a couple of court victories. I think they're more likely to report. And if Georgia and North Carolina report and Arizona somehow reports, New Mexico's back red. Beautiful, beautiful. You know, it might not be necessary. Okay, it looks like Maine is shading blue now, but like, what are they? I think Wisconsin will be in by tonight.
I think 51% reporting in. I mean, we still got 2.5 hours before midnight.
Listen,
my time.
When I say tonight, I mean like I'm talking like 2 a.m. on Wednesday morning. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's have like 3 hours post every state voting except for Alaska and Hawaii. You know?
Well, yeah, you're not going to know Alaska until
but it might be
anyway.
Alaska might be irrelevant, but at this point, if we stay on this trajectory,
yeah, Alaska doesn't start reporting until midnight my time. So I mean, yeah, you're not going to know them. But let's see, Wisconsin, they're 51% reported. In the next 2 hours, that should be closer to 80%, and we should have a pretty good idea of where Wisconsin's at.
What's Minnesota report? Are they still at 3%?
Minnesota's 4%. They've improved, guys.
Wow! At this trajectory, they might be done by Thursday.
Look at these numbers, though: 70,000 to 46,000.
I need Royce White to win the Senate seat, bro. Royce White, he could be a future presidential candidate. That dude is so smart, and he's still young, handsome, mixed man. No, if anyone's ever watched Royce, you know he knows who the real enemy is. Base, you know what I mean by that, wink.
Yeah.
Listen, New Mexico's back.
I got a surprise for you, Joey.
Fight. You do?
Yeah. Just a minute.
Wisconsin's back. I mean, New Mexico's back to blue. That's going to see. That has swing state written all over it too.
Yeah, and look at that.
Going back and forth, back and forth. And
It's
forth.
like they just had one of these bigger cities just do a big ballot dump because,
yeah,
I mean, they're up by 50,000 all of a sudden.
yeah.
You know, that doesn't happen in a minute.
There's still a lot of those unfilled. Okay, so what's your surprise?
I was told to hold up on that, so hold on.
Okay, hold up.
But yeah, let's go look back at like Virginia, right?
Mm-hmm. What do we have?
Okay, that's a lot of that's trending. That's trending blue right now. So
wait, I got an idea. Click on some of these counties and see what's reporting for each of them.
I can't.
You can?
I can't.
I thought you could do that. Oh, well, only CNN
map.
can do that. No.
Apparently, I mean they got better maps apparently. But yeah, you can see an awful lot of red there. But it's 0.5% difference, and that's 21,000 votes. You know, not even 20,000 votes. So, what do we got reporting total for Virginia? 70%. That is plenty of time for that to flip back red. That's still plenty of time to make the needle prediction correct. All right. So guess what? I think she's not going to be on camera, but as soon as she gives me the go ahead, I got someone going to join us.
Could this be the co-host of a certain show?
Maybe. We've got an 84% chance of Trump victory at this point.
0.8 on the
if that goes to +1, that will just be amazing. You know, and then we're now at 297 for electoral votes.
DEI don't work.
All right. So guys, she's gonna be an empty box, but guess what? Based, welcome to the stream.
Remember,
hello.
We're on YouTube.
Are we?
Yeah, we're on YouTube, so be clever with what you say.
But we are also on X. I can hear you.
Great. Thanks, guys. Thanks for letting me join.
This is co-host of Nightcap, Based.
You've been saying a lot in the chat, so I mean, I figured you had to get a lot out. So I was happy to let you join.
I figure it's easier for me to just, talk rather than typing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's a lot going on.
I mean, what do you think about what we're seeing with the New York Times?
Hold on. Wait. I'm reporting something. According Decision Desk HQ is calling Georgia for Donald Trump.
Decision Desk is?
Yes, they're calling Georgia. The Post Millennial just posted it right now. They're calling Georgia for Donald Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Let's go back to your map.
We're at 220.
Show what that looks like.
We are at 220.
And that's what none of these others have changed. So that's perfect.
We are at 220.
I mean, what did they just call for Harris? Because I've got her at 112 now.
Something with 3. DC.
Yeah, there you go.
DC. I'm sorry, Base. I'm sorry to cut you off, but that was breaking news. I had to say it.
Oh, that's all right. Noski, you were asking me a question.
Based on what you're seeing, look at Joey's map. This is what they've officially called so far, in this race. I believe, all except for Maine and what's just below Maine there, Joey? I can't see it.
New Hampshire?
Vermont.
New Hampshire.
Yeah, it has to be New Hampshire. Yeah. So they haven't called that one.
Mm-hmm.
Based on what Joey's looking at, where do you think we're going to be in an hour?
In an hour, I think Idaho will be red, Washington will be blue, Oregon will be blue, California will be blue, Arizona will be leaning red, Nevada will be leaning red. let's see.
What about Iowa?
New
What do you
Mexico.
think?
Iowa will be red. I think Nevada's going to go red. I'm pretty confident.
Me too.
New Mexico's obviously blue. Iowa will be red.
I wouldn't
And
say
the-
I
you're
wouldn't say
saying-
obviously about New Mexico. I wouldn't say obviously. It's
think
fighting. It's
obvious.
fighting. I don't think it's obvious, but
Um,
I want to believe.
you said in an hour, but I think I'm giving my like total prediction.
Mhm.
That's fine.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do my total prediction here. It's gonna be New Mexico blue, North Carolina red. Joy, if you want to update these.
I am. I'm clicking on them as I go.
All right, and then North Carolina red. Virginia,
that.
I think it's gonna go blue.
Boo.
You think Virginia blue, huh?
I
Interesting.
do. Minnesota blue. Yeah, so Minnesota blue, and then it really comes down to those three right there. He has to have one of those three.
Yep.
And I don't know if it's going. I know Pennsylvania is leaning red right now, but they're only at like 40% of their voter like count in and stuff. And what I'm saying is that like I don't think they're gonna let us find out tonight about any of these three states.
I don't know.
Rocky said,
I think
I
Wisconsin
think
will.
Wisconsin is more likely to be able to find out tonight. But I can't bank on it going red. I do think it is very likely it could go red. So I think the odds are in our favor. Like I either think it's going to be Wisconsin or Pennsylvania red. I think he's going to get one of those three. So that's
Well,
that blue
let's-
that's that blue belt right there, Wisconsin,
Yeah.
Michigan, Pennsylvania, and historically it's been blue, and it usually is that belt that is all blue right there. But I have a good feeling that it'll be red, like hopefully, but I also don't know if we're gonna find out tonight, so I'm anxious about that.
Well, New York Times just updated their page, and chance of winning is likely Trump now. Is what they actually say. Likely Trump.
Let's go.
88% chance of victory. Popular vote still at plus 0.8. 297 for the electoral votes. So, Joey, let's play with some numbers here. We got 273.
What's Flair saying about Trump lost Virginia by 0.1%? Did they call Virginia? That seems
No, they
like-
haven't. He lost 0.1% of what he was saying he had.
Oh, okay.
So
Trump
click,
is
click on Alaska for a minute, Joey, and
Okay.
turn them red.
Red.
I want to get to this. What they're predicting is 297. What that would look like. So we're at 278.
Actually, wait a minute. I just thought of something here. If he gets Alaska and he wins the popular vote, he doesn't even need those three states. He's at 270
Okay, yeah.
right there.
also, so breaking news, they just announced Trump at 210. So I don't know what he won. I think it was South Carolina.
Let me look.
Check them. We got-
South
we got
Carolina
the
was
other
already
thing going
red.
on. But is it solid red now?
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
it
solid
was-
red, but it's been solid
So-
red for a while.
Okay. So he's at 210 officially on their count.
They just gave him Iowa.
They just gave him
Nice.
Iowa. Perfect. All right, let's put everything back now. Let's put everything back to, that was not decided yet.
Yeah, we can leave California and Oregon and Washington though.
Well, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, if you hit reset map on the right, it'll reset.
I don't want to reset the whole thing.
Yeah, he just wants to reset the changes that he's made.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, so that looks. I got 210
227,
here.
So Google probably didn't call Georgia yet, but Decision Desk HQ did.
Yeah, Google hasn't called Georgia yet, so
Okay. We're gonna leave it at
or
what we know.
the AP hasn't called Georgia yet. Rather,
Yeah, the AP, whatever the fuck. Let's check Twitter again.
So, but yeah, Decision Desk calling Georgia is pretty fucking awesome because according to what I got here, let's switch over to my sharing again. Okay, so this is Georgia. They are currently 88% reported in. And yeah, Trump's up by 3 points, almost 3.5 points. That's pretty good. It's a couple 100,000 votes. It's hard to overcome that.
Arizona's
So
tied now.
Wisconsin, Michigan, and PA, the whole belt is all leaning Republican right now, which
Yes.
is huge.
And then Kansas is official. Joey, I don't know what your map showed.
I think I have
We made
Kansas
Kansas.
already. Yep, I have
Okay.
Kansas already.
All right, perfect. So this is looking pretty darn good. Once this updates with Georgia, it'll look like your map here.
Bitcoin is going
Yeah.
up. That's a good thing. They're betting
Oh,
on the
Bitcoin.
orange man.
Yeah, people are looking at the economy going, hey, this is looking pretty darn good.
How we feeling, everybody?
I'm feeling like even if Kamala gets the popular vote, like who fucking cares, honestly? Like
She's not-
I
Let's go back to Snowski. Check that. What's the number at now?
Oh, you're gonna love this, Joey. You are gonna love this.
Uh-huh.
Boom. We're at 1 point.
Trump is
Popular vote.
projected to win the popular vote by one, whatever that's equal to.
And now we're at 299 electoral votes.
I think that
Harris
election
is up
preview
to
show we did is going to look
113.
pretty good. What happened?
Harris is at 113 now. She was at 112. I don't know. I think like some of these
So
things
she
are
won. She
updating
won.
slowly.
This is going to be one of the Nebraska seats. That's why.
Yeah.
I think
Nebraska.
so.
Yeah. So that's probably what it is. I don't know which one it
So-
would be, but it doesn't really matter.
Right now, they've got Trump's range for electoral votes between 251 and 336. Now, Joey, we had 336 as an outside shot
Yes,
in
but
our
336.
predictions.
Let me tell you what, though, 336 included us giving them Virginia and New Jersey. So he's winning some of these swing states.
Yes. So this map is looking very good right now. Okay, I am thrilled with what we're seeing on this map. So Google has not given the extra 2 electoral votes out yet, so I don't know. I mean, one of them is going to go for Donald Trump. I know this for sure. The other one I think is likely going to go to Kamala because of this right here. But there's nothing I can do about that.
Minnesota is even at 61% of. I mean,
No.
they're only at 5% of the votes.
Oh,
yeah.
But like 61% of them are, for Trump. But
Wouldn't
Yes.
that be great?
yeah, I mean, I know that a lot of Minnesota citizens have been complaining about Walz and some of that stuff because he's the governor of Minnesota right now. But
Well, they also have a huge Somali population.
We
who
love
is
our Somali.
very anti-Israel right now.
yeah,
Based.
I wasn't gonna say it. I'm happy you said it.
We love our Somalis.
Oh. I'm perfectly happy saying that they're currently anti-Israel because it's true.
I don't want Kamala getting too. I don't even want her to sniff 200 electorals, bro.
Well, unfortunately, she will be.
Yeah,
No,
But
the whole West Coast.
nah. Fuck that shit. California would be plus what? 52,
54.
54. So that puts her at 167, and then the 2 above them still leaves them below 180, right, or around 180. Just gonna get Hawaii.
Yeah, so Oregon is 8 and
Maybe
then Washington
Virginia.
is 12. So that'll
Okay,
be
so that'll be 20.
74. Yeah.
Okay. So hey, listen. Hey, listen.
Oh man, this map is just making me happy right now.
This map's giving me a huge
Election?
biological exuberance.
It's giving Joey a huge election. I like that.
Have a raging clue. It's looking good though. It's looking good. What is that? Refresh that for me.
This, I mean, even last cycle, this wasn't
Can't see anything
looking as nicely as this.
No, not at any point did it look this nice. You know, the globalists are in a tough position here because normally last time they were able to slowly trickle out some of these states, but like it might. Oregon is a what? A flay?
Is in play.
Is in play. Could you imagine?
Man, you know, I hope Joey someday. I actually have fans that know how to spell.
Yeah, right. Illiterate ass motherfucker. But you know what? Give JTR a break. He went to public school in California.
Hey, Base went to public school in California.
Did she go to public school?
I did. What do you mean?
Well, look how she turned out. She's just great. So JTR is great too. Maybe one day he can be on Base's level.
Honestly, I didn't go to public school in the Bay Area. That's the difference.
Ah, yeah, right.
Yeah.
More like gay area.
No buying rope late in the evening, JTR. And oh man, you're calling yourself out. He went to private school.
Oh yeah, I know where he went. Yeah. Yep.
So his parents paid for him to not have all the same advantages.
Sorry, can't all be based women, you know.
Sorry, JTR, had to call you out.
Yeah, so I think my prediction really is like West Coast blue, Nevada, Arizona red. I really am hopeful. This is me being generous. I'm going to say Wisconsin, Michigan red, and I'm going to say Pennsylvania, Virginia blue, and then North Carolina, Georgia red. So that puts.
Let's switch back to Joey here.
That puts Republicans at 293. Yeah. So if you want me to repeat that, I can.
Yeah, Arizona red.
Arizona, Nevada red.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and Utah. Utah's already red. I don't know why I didn't click on that.
You can add Utah.
New Mexico blue, and then the whole West Coast blue. And I think that's our map right there.
Let me put Hawaii at blue. Look at that.
And then go up to.
Well, we don't know. They haven't called them yet, but so we're not sure. If they're taking that long to call them, that means there's still a chance.
New Hampshire, Maine, both blue.
Yeah, I'm reluctant to give Maine to blue though, just because.
Yeah, so I think we're 292.
Yeah, Maine seems a bit up in the air. I don't know about New Hampshire. It's interesting that they haven't called New Hampshire yet.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's being so contested there.
There must be something decent for Republicans if they're not calling it yet.
Yeah, because they're 62% in. I mean, but look at this. I'm seeing numbers. Share back my screen here.
But yeah, that's what I think our map looks like.
You got 262,000 for Kamala, 239 Trump. You know, that's 3 points. You know, difference.
Yeah, it's definitely up in the air still. I mean,
yeah, that's 40% still to count. I mean, they must think that something's going to change in here because otherwise they would have called it.
What are we
looking like for the Senate, do you think?
Let's check it. I hope, man, I need Royce White to win, bro.
We are at 48 so far.
Let's fucking go. Let's get that majority. Check the House now. Look
at this. We got these undecideds too that aren't even being counted.
Oh my Lord, this could be the red wave that 2022 was supposed to be.
I mean, does your map, Joey, show the Senate?
No.
Oh, damn. I kind of wish we could see that because I'd like to show what these leans red go for.
Come on, bro. This shit's taking. Nah, yeah, it's just presidential.
Damn. Oh well.
Check the house now. Let's see what the house is looking like. Beautiful.
149. What is projection though? I wonder if this will show projection. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. Let's go to Senate here. Okay, 4737. Stop showing me advertisements I'm not going to pay for.
We still got the ones in Texas. They're going to win the Senate. They're going to win the Senate.
Yeah, they're for sure gonna win the Senate. It's been easy this whole time. Very predictable. Republicans have been doing so well in the Senate, like all night.
Everybody,
I'm just trying to figure out what the numbers can look like.
If you live in a major city, be careful, because if the Republicans win the House, the Senate, and the presidency, them motherfuckers is flipping out.
Okay, look at the house here. This is shaping up to be a beautiful map too. So Democrats needed 43 seats to win the House, and they've got 40 to go still.
You know what this election's going to do if everything continues to play out this way? It's going to give those jaded black pill people new life.
Oh yeah,
you know that we can still win in the face of their fucking criminality. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could still win despite all the media being against us, despite all these fucking goofy ass celebrities against us. We can still win.
Yeah, I wish this broke it down better for me.
Yeah, we could still win despite the big V word. You know which word I'm talking about. Thomas Jefferson references it a lot in the Declaration. No, he doesn't.
At this rate, I'm excited. Like, let the Republican rain down, bro. Like, we need this Republican rain with like
it's raining blood. It's raining red.
Dude, I'm so excited. I don't even know. I don't even know the last time we had a Republican Senate, a Republican like House of Representatives, and a Republican president. Like, let's fucking fix it. Like, let's go, dude. Let's go. I'm so excited.
They are going to try to assassinate Donald Trump so much in this lame duck period. He better just stay incubated inside of a fucking bubble or some shit. But you know he's not going to do that. Because he's got too much fucking balls. He's got too much gravitas. He's not going to do. He's too much swagger. He's got too much riz.
Yeah.
I want to shout out my my main favorite person who's not funded by AIPAC. Thomas Massey won today. He was uncontested, but still, it's like
I got updates on Vegas. Minus 1,300 for Donald Trump. He's just going up, baby.
Vegas is calling this Donald Trump at this point.
That's essentially what they're saying. So for reference, I believe, so in order, a fair comparison for this would be Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas. That's what it would take for Kamala to come back and win this shit. Like some monumental shit like that.
Well, they currently got Trump at 301 electoral predicted. This is... Yeah, look at this. Here's the swing states that they're calling out.
Should I
Georgia, North Carolina, Arizona, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Michigan, all currently leaning red and by good margins.
Sinoski, in about 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to have to dip off for a second. I'll be back at some point. Based, if you want to hold on for it.
I'm sure Based has a few things she can say.
Can you give me like 5 minutes?
Yeah. I'm going to be gone in 15. I got to help my friend find parking.
It's almost like you're playing Monopoly.
Is she?
Triggered.
Yeah. Yes, JTR. There simply aren't enough water pipes to be broken.
Guys, I'm putting CNN on my TV. I want to see what they're saying.
Oh, they're probably all freaking out and crying at this point because they're seeing what you saw an hour ago.
That's great. We'll rehydrate Flint, Michigan with the tears of liberals, honestly.
Next polls close in 5 seconds. Let's go. Let's get ready.
Let's go.
Well, let's finish counting the ones that have already closed. Like Georgia, update this shit.
California, Idaho. Okay, she's got California. CNN's reporting California for her. Idaho for Donald Trump. Oregon, too early to call. Washington, too early to call. That's interesting. Usually those go almost immediately, too.
And I'm going to scroll back through the chat here because I saw something interesting.
211 at 145, they have it. I have it at 167 for Democrats, though. So what are they not calling for them?
Nope. Harris is up to 179. I think Washington and California just got called right now.
No, CNN didn't call them.
But they're updated on New York Times right now. It just came through.
So CNN doesn't have New Jersey for Kamala Harris yet. That's interesting. So clearly a lot of these different areas. See, that's why...
New Jersey is also blue right now.
No,
yes.
Listen, I'm saying that a lot of these different places that are doing their election callings, like CNN doesn't have New Jersey for Kamala yet. That's interesting because New Jersey was called for Google or whatever a while ago, time ago. So that's very interesting.
Okay, so yeah,
214.
And California brought her up to 179. Washington brought her up to 179. We knew California was going to happen that way, though.
Well, some places aren't calling Oregon and Washington yet, but I'm sure they're going to. Idaho was called for Trump. Okay, so what do I have that they don't have? I have them at 244 right now. I still have North Carolina for them. That's why. Okay, let's take that away. Any fucking day now you want to load.
I do just love how they called California for blue immediately, and 0 votes counted. Nothing is in. They have not reported a single number.
They're only 30% reporting in Michigan. My lord.
I told you this earlier. They are slow walking these states.
Yeah, they're trying to have those states in the back pocket just in case they need them. But if the writing's on the wall, watch them like flood in quickly.
Maybe they're going through a cold spell right now and they weren't prepared for it. And instead of counting ballots, they're burning them.
Yeah, it looks like Virginia might be pulling away. Still 22% to go, but New Mexico, she's up. Yeah, but she's only up 35 to 36,000 votes. It's still, it's looking like, okay.
I'm still feeling good about our map, Joey. I'm still feeling good about the map, even with Virginia.
Yeah, because I think if Virginia goes blue and Pennsylvania goes blue, and he wins Nevada, Arizona, Georgia, North Carolina, and even if Michigan goes blue and he has Wisconsin, he wins at 278. And if Wisconsin goes blue and they get that full blue belt, then we're cooked. But if Michigan goes red, then we're at 283. So he really, really just needs one of those blue belt states. And I don't know which one it'll be. I have a feeling it's Michigan, but I don't know.
Joey, I just highlighted something for you.
What is it? You shouldn't be calling states they aren't counting anything. Google just jumped Kamala up a bunch because Washington. Yeah. Well, yeah, obviously. Of course. We knew they were going to call. Like, Sinoski, I don't know what you were smoking earlier when you said you were smoking something. Well, Minnesota's 12% in. Trump's still up 60 to 37.
Yeah. But look at this, Joey.
Yeah.
Popular vote plus 1.1 now.
California must be underperforming then. That must be in the advanced numbers. They're not going to win by 5 million. That's why it's important to vote, guys, even if you're going to lose a state, because in the minds of the media, the public opinion, for some reason, people still hold stock in popular vote, even though it's irrelevant to the process. All right.
Oregon's
so
44. Look
Oregon.
at this. Oregon's 44% reporting. So they must have a huge early vote count.
They must have
already done. But they're still showing 60% Kamala Harris.
Well, they haven't called it in every instance yet, but
yeah,
it seems like it's leaning. So
Portland obviously is going to do what it does. So, yeah.
Pennsylvania is still leaning right, so I'm hopeful.
Mm-hmm.
They're at 71% votes in. So
he's at 51 to 48%.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think by midnight my time, and certainly midnight base time, this race is going to be over.
That's what I think. Donald Trump's at 50 million votes to Kamala's 44. So it looks like we're going to get a vote participation downturn this time around.
Well, that's fine. I mean...
Oh, yeah. I mean, the last one was only up because of all the fucking mail-in ballots.
But, I mean, still, look at this. Okay. 51 to 45, and add an extra million on top of that because I just rounded them up. We haven't hit 100 million votes yet.
No,
but they haven't counted California. California's numbers are going to jump that up significantly.
Yeah, that's going to plus Trump by at least 6, and probably Democrats by anywhere from 9 to 11. So.
All right, guys, I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Maine's close. Maine's within 6,000, man. Whew. With only 18% in. What the fuck is taking them so long? Like, Maine is literally the most eastern part of the fucking United States, so they should get their shit in first, you'd think.
Well, you would think, but, I mean, they're not.
88% Trump's up by... Okay, in Georgia.
JTR saying there are at least 60 million outstanding votes in California. 60 million.
No, but but I went over the numbers last time. It was 6 million plus 11 million, so 17 million. Outstanding is just the total potential. You can say that about any state.
Number of registered voters, yeah.
Yeah, but like people, a good percentage of the country doesn't vote, and I wonder how many of those outstanding voters are actually Republican in California.
A good number. California has more registered Republicans than most states combined.
So CNN hasn't called New Jersey yet, and Kamala's up by 200,000 in New Jersey. So it's 52-45 right now. So the number for New Jersey is getting closer. Not 52-45. Sorry, that was New Mexico. But he's only down 200,000. He's only down math.
Yeah.
The math ain't mathing, folks. They keep switching the numbers before I can read them.
I kind of want to flip over to like the Crowder coverage and the Timcast coverage, or even Daily Wire coverage, because they've got to be super excited right now just looking at this.
You want to peek in on them, see how they're doing?
I mean, if you want to take a look at it and see what's going on there,
okay.
I won't flip over there just because I don't want to kill my bandwidth, because that just makes it worse.
I'll do it.
Crowder is on a break. Daily Wire is live.
Do I go to Timcast, right?
Yeah, you can go to Timcast and check him on YouTube. He might be actually live on YouTube still.
Yep, they still are. No, wait. That's Tucker Carlson. Is there any Timcast? Did they go off already? No way.
Well, maybe.
No, it says it's still live. It says it's still live. Okay, let me see. Fucking ads.
It's those damn ads. All right.
You want me to stream it?
I mean,
think
if we
have
treat it
to.
like we would at streaming anything else, as long as we're
No, they're just like Phil's talking about the abject failure of the establishment.
well,
Sunset was 421 in Maine. That was damn near forever ago, for real, bro. I don't think we can
Yeah.
keep going. We don't need to piggyback off them, bro.
Here's a good comment for you, Joey. I know you're going to enjoy it.
What was it? I bet Roma would be happy if you popped in on him. Yeah, no thanks. I gotta
bet
go
he
down
will
in 5
be.
minutes. Listen, Roma's got a bunch of guests on, so good for him. I don't typically enjoy begging for people to come on things, but whatever works for him. 20,000 behind in New Hampshire with 50% of the vote remaining. New Jersey, he's catching up in New Jersey, 51-46. He was down 200,000, now he's down 190,000. CNN, but only 17% left, so he's gonna come up short. But CNN still hasn't called it, which is interesting for New Jersey. Wonder why.
Probably because they just don't. They can't. I don't think they can call anything early. They don't want to.
Yeah, but Google called New Jersey very quickly.
Yeah, I mean the networks though, they don't want to get into the situation like Fox News did last cycle. Remember?
Yeah.
Arizona went live and bam, Fox called them immediately. And I get it. It ended up the numbers being reported were what they ended up calling. Yes.
Oh God, CNN hasn't even called Florida. What are they on drugs? What are they on fucking dope?
No, they want to keep people tuned into them, so like there's still a chance.
Put the map on the Google map. Let's look at some things.
Oh, the
what
Google
are they
map?
at now? No, what are they? What's the popular vote at now? Is it 1.1 still, or do you got to refresh it?
All right, boys, I'm back.
Not this one. The Google one. Is this the Google? Oh, this is the Google.
This is the Google one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's look on Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Okay, 13% counting. Okay. Let's see Wisconsin now.
Wisconsin.
63. We're gonna get Wisconsin reported tonight for sure. I got to go down in 5 minutes.
I think Wisconsin is actually going to go Trump based on what I'm seeing here. I mean,
report from my brother: Trump is minus 1,800 now. His odds just keep going up.
Jesus,
guys, I'm gonna be back. Okay, I got to go downstairs.
All right,
hurry.
Can you remove me from the stage real quick though? I'll come back.
I can.
I'll let you know when I'm back.
All right. But yeah, look at this. Michigan, they're gonna need a 2020 solid straight line vertical to put Kamala ahead at this point. Look at this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's almost 100,000 votes.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, that can still happen. But look at this. This is so interesting. Detroit is still red.
Yeah. I don't even know. I do really honestly think that this is too big to rig. Unless there's like some total conspiracy that like rigging it was actually a Republican way. Like imagine if Trump wins and then all the Democrats were like, "Oh, this was rigged" or whatever. Imagine how rich that would be. But
well, look at this. California's still not, at least in Google, they're still not updating any numbers. My overarching theory is you have a couple things happening. There's a large number of Democrats that would have voted, even if it was for Joe, that are rejecting Kamala. And if they're not going to vote for the Democrat, they're just not voting. They stayed home, and that's still a win for us, right? Republican turnout is, as we've said, hey, get out and vote. Go vote. It matters if you vote. And they're still trying to make Donald Trump win, which is great. So I think it's just we're seeing a combination of, yes, popularity for Donald Trump, but a rejection of Kamala. And that's why when I made my earlier dark horse prediction for California, it's going to show the numbers are very clearly saying there is no actual support for Kamala. You know, there's a lot of Republican voters still in the state, maybe not enough to flip it, but you're going to see the numbers a lot closer. And I mean, we're even seeing this now. They've got just places reporting in now, and you got 97,000 to 93,000 in California. And normally it is a runaway, you know, in the hundreds of thousands at this point. So it will be interesting.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous. I am hoping and patiently waiting that blue belt, you know, right there. Like I just really am just really nervous about those states right there. But it looks like Pennsylvania's at 76 now, leaning right, at 51%. Michigan's at 52% leaning right, and Wisconsin is at 51% leaning right. And I am just, praying that those states go red. That would be so huge if he got that whole blue belt.
Yeah. And as JTR is saying, New York Times is now 89% for Trump. It is going, at this point, it is very difficult for Donald Trump to lose this race.
Yeah.
So all right.
I think there's somebody that wants to join.
I have been told this.
Yeah.
I was trying to get further clarification, but I'll just send this to them.
So what's the next update? Are we waiting for, what is it? It's 11:30 Eastern, so we're waiting for just the votes to be counted at this point? Have all of the polls closed?
I don't know. When did California votes or polls close?
Oh, California closes at 9 Pacific,
And what
so
time is it for
that's
you?
well, I'm an hour ahead, so that it's 8:18 over there.
Okay, so their polls have not closed yet. So, I mean, that could impact, how the counting is happening. But again, I'm at the point where I don't even really care how California votes.
Yeah.
I didn't really care before, but I'm definitely not there now.
So I'm
'Cause look at
hovering
that.
over Nevada, and it says that Nevada's polls closed at 10 p.m. Eastern. So,
Yeah,
breaking news: Trump just won North Carolina. Let's go. He's at
boom,
230.
boom.
That's huge. But yeah,
But it's-
Nevada's polls closed at 10 p.m. Eastern, so they should already be counting. I don't know why Nevada is not counting right now.
Well, I mean, looking here at Google, they haven't called it for Georgia yet. You just found out North Carolina's for Trump, and they're not calling it for him there. I think that's going to be their thing. The AP is not going to call it yet until 2 days from now, 3 days from now. So, but okay, Google's updated North Carolina.
Nice.
So yeah, we're at 2:30. We're still waiting on Georgia.
Oh, I don't think was Georgia. I don't think it
That was
was.
that was the
It's
one
still
decision desk already called.
Oh, right. Well, it says that on New York Times that's only at 94% leaning right. So,
Well, I mean, maybe they're waiting for it to get to the point where there's no path forward for her, but that's 136,000 at this point, you know. So
yeah.
I don't know what that number is gonna need to be, but hey, we'll give it a minute. But North Carolina's for Trump. Once we count Georgia, that puts them at 246. Nevada, we were saying that's another 6 votes. That's 252. Arizona's 11, 263. And then it really just comes down to one of these 4 states here.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I don't know that I would count. Yeah, so you didn't count Nevada, right?
I said if that comes out and we think they were going to be Donald Trump, that's 6 more.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in the home stretch here. This is where all of the really intense stuff happens, you know? Like everything else was expected, you know. We expected like the states that are red right now to be red, you know, Texas, Florida, North Carolina, Georgia. You know, we expected all of these to be red, but it really does just come down to this home stretch of Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. It is so crucial that he wins one of those. He can't win without one of those states.
Yeah, and I'm actually thinking it's going to be the Wisconsin is the likely win. At this point, I'm even saying Pennsylvania is a likely win.
I
76
actually think that
reported.
Michigan is going to be the one. I think Michigan's going to be the one to go red.
Could it be all 3 of them?
Yeah.
I mean, that's super awesome if it is. But I mean, looking at Pennsylvania, they've got 76% reported. He's up by 3.1%, and that's 200,000 ballots being cast. That's a solid lead at this point. And that's difficult to overcome with that much reporting in already. Yeah. Looking in at California, they got 16% reporting now. You know, again, we don't expect Donald Trump to win there, but she's at 1.7 million. He's at 1 million.
Yeah.
So it's about 60-40 at this point. And you got the people still putting RFK on at 30,000 votes in California. That is just insane. Joey just sent me a message. It's hilarious. People crying in the street. So
Yeah. Like I said,
that,
we're going to rehydrate Flint, Michigan with the tears of liberals, honestly.
it's about time. I've waited 4 years to refill my leftist tears mug.
Let's go.
You know, you gotta empty those mugs sparingly, you know, in tough times. So thankfully I've been able to get through it, but I was getting concerned. It was getting low there. Let's see here. Any other changes that we know of?
Have Kamala at 187, just took Oregon.
Just took Oregon. And that's not really a surprise.
Yeah, New York Times has her at 187.
Yeah. So I'm going to switch over to the New York Times tab here. And let's go president. Yep. So yeah, they're still not calling Georgia yet, but that's again 136,000. Very likely. I mean, they might as well just call it at this point, but I get it.
Yeah, I feel like they might as well call Georgia at this point. It's at 94, 51% Trump, you know?
Well, Actually, I mean, I just thought about it. It's 11:30 p.m. in Georgia. You know, as we learned last cycle, you know, they all go home at 10 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah. So why isn't it called, you know?
Yeah, I mean, seriously, you can't pay for people to stay an extra 3 hours to finish the job. Where did Joey go, Flair? That is a great question. He had to go help a friend park. You know, the friend happens to be, I believe, a woman, and we know they don't know how to drive. I'm joking. It's just finding parking in New York. It's 10:30 p.m. Why are we still counting in Minnesota? Well, in Minnesota, they need to get their ass in gear because I mean they're only at 16%. You know, they've had plenty of time here. Wisconsin, I mean, they're almost 70% counted. They should be nearly done too. Michigan, 34%. I'm thinking these blue wall states are quite literally slow walking everything intentionally. Pennsylvania, I don't think they could get away with it, but the Michigan and Wisconsin's, absolutely.
Yeah, Minnesota too is just finally at 16%.
Georgia's now above 95%, which means they should be calling it. This should be called at this point.
I agree. I don't know why Nevada's not even counting at all. Like, I don't get that.
Polls close at 10 p.m. Eastern. Well, it's past 10 p.m. Eastern. In Arizona, look at this. It's a statistical tie at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing that too. I'm looking at Arizona and I just voted in Arizona and I'm surprised. Like I thought I really I really do believe that Trump's gonna win Arizona at like 52%. Um, but I'm surprised that it's by such a hair right now. It's at I mean this is 49.7 with 49.5 Trump. So it's like what is going on here? And we're only at 53% of votes in, so it could very easily flip, but
Yeah, I think it's still going to lean Republican. I still think Donald Trump's going to win it. But it's just again one of those races we're sitting here going, okay, you can do this, guys. Let's get it. Let's go. Come on. And they're just not trying to get it counted. It's like they don't want it counted. You know, they're saying we're now looking at 302 for Donald Trump. Still 89% chance of winning. Nate Cohen, I'm sorry, chief political analyst, said there's still a lot of vote left in Milwaukee, Detroit, and Philadelphia to count. But for Harris to win, she would need to outperform Biden's numbers there in 2020. And so far, she's underperforming those numbers. And that's being the same performance standard is being seen elsewhere too. So at this point, I do not see her path to victory. I just don't see it.
But I'm also skeptical. So if we go back to the map, and we look at, you know, let's hypothetically just humor me here. Let's go back to the map, flip Nevada.
Oh, 270. I gotta
Yeah,
pull that one up.
I need to win.
Okay, let me share this tab. Okay, I believe this is based on current numbers that look right to you.
Yeah. So just humor me here. Flip like Nevada blue and then Arizona blue, Pennsylvania blue,
Ooh, I don't like where you're
and
going with
then
this.
Michigan red. Let's see what that. Yeah.
So
So
that still ekes out the win.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out her path to victory here. Like maybe if Michigan went blue.
Well, if Michigan went blue, she would then win. If we
Yeah.
give Pennsylvania to her, if we give Arizona to her, if we give Nevada to her. Now, conversely, if we give Donald Trump the wins in the Nevada and Arizona states, and then we still give Pennsylvania to her, it doesn't matter. We give Michigan to her, it doesn't matter. Donald Trump still wins. She would still then need to win Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So I think she's only got a couple narrow paths to get there. She has to win either the blue wall states or flip the Nevada, Arizona states and get the plurality in the blue wall.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Nevada or Arizona doesn't flip because then it'd even be much more crucial for Trump to win any of those blue belt
Yeah.
states. Yeah.
Because, yeah, once you say Nevada and Arizona are blue, I mean, Donald Trump has to win Pennsylvania. Yeah, that's a requirement because that gets him to 270. He
Yeah.
can lose Wisconsin and Michigan. But let's say he doesn't win Pennsylvania. Then he needs the Michigan and Wisconsin vote
Yeah.
to get there.
And that's what I've been saying is like it's so crucial that he gets those, like that whole Rust Belt of Wisconsin, Minnesota, or I'm sorry, excuse me, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. And I agree with that to an extent. The goal should always be to win them outright. And it just gets into that nuance scenario where you're looking at it going, okay, well, it's close here, but it's less close over here. What kind of shenanigans can we pull to make this happen? Overall, I think we're still shaping up for a Donald Trump victory. I think when we look at places like, New York Times, they're clearly going likely Trump. They believe Trump's going to get 301. And that's based off of what they see in, the exit polling and the live reporting. I think he's got the popular vote, which is a good thing.
Yeah, so explain that to me. Like, there's been a lot of people, I think Clinton got the popular vote in 2016, but she still didn't win either. And what does that do for a candidate? Because ultimately, I thought it didn't do really anything.
Popular vote doesn't mean anything in our current climate, right? It's just a gauge of, where the sentiment of the country's at, right?
Yeah.
So I wish we wouldn't report on it typically. The reason I'm specifically pointing out it's nice that he's going to win the popular vote this time, or it looks like that, is because since I think it's mid 90s, Republicans haven't won the electoral vote and the popular vote in any election. They've only ever won by the electoral count. That's because there's the big cities, California, New York, where you have large population centers where they overvote, so you don't get extra electoral votes because of that, where they over exceed their necessary numbers, And guess what? It seems more popular. If we give Donald Trump the popular vote this time, it means yes, he won electorally. There was no shenanigans in that regard. And now the people by a majority are saying, yes, we wanted Donald Trump. It just looks better. It gives them less of a leg to stand on.
Yeah, I understand that. I think I was maybe kind of confused about what Joey was talking about earlier.
Oh, we're usually looking at the Vegas odds.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just betting, but when you start looking at Vegas odds, okay, if we're looking at a boxing match, they keep putting that line further and further up. So they're saying minus 1,000. That's Vegas saying, we don't want to take your bet. We believe this person's going to win. We don't want to take that bet because we're going to lose money. And they just keep making it worse and worse. So it's less of a value proposition. You're putting, I don't know the exact math because I don't do any gambling, but say you're putting $5 down, you're risking $5 to get, say, $2, as opposed to if it was the other way, plus 1,000, you're risking $5 and you're going to get $15 if you win. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So throughout the night, I mean, he started off at minus 750 in the predictions or in the Vegas odds, and now he's at like minus 1,400. Vegas is saying, by their calculations, by their belief, Donald Trump is going to win.
Yeah, I get that. I am just still confused why Nevada is not even still counting. It's been an hour and a half since the polls closed. Like I'm feeling really weird about that.
Well, I'm not seeing Arizona update on Google's map. I'm not seeing really, well, Pennsylvania moved up, so that's a change. Michigan's about the same. Wisconsin, about the same. So, I mean, things are moving. It's just weird how you can get 1 million votes counted, and then suddenly the last 200,000 nobody can seem to count in any reasonable amount of time. GOP in the Senate, we're at 49 seats. Good job. A couple more, and we've got the majority there. The House, we're at 167 to 119. That's solid. I'd like to see, another 100 of those, but I don't think that's going to happen. So let's go back to.
So I'm hearing, it's not confirmed yet, but I'm hearing New Mexico just gave Kamala 192.
Yeah, they called New Mexico.
Yep.
But, I mean, we were thinking that earlier. I mean, they were looking a little bit separated, but they're still 75% of the vote. So, I mean, that can still change. It can. I don't want to guarantee it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm really happy. So my cousin has never voted before, and I helped him sign up to register to vote, and he just voted for the first time, and he voted for Donald Trump, and he voted all red, and then pretty much no on all props except for a couple. But I'm super proud. I'm very proud of him. So
very nice. It's always important to get people to vote. I tell people, friends, family, whatever, I go, I don't care who you vote for. I'm not here to tell you who to vote for. If you want to ask a question about something that I know something on, I'll give you all the answers, but I'm not telling you who to vote for or what to vote for. That's for you to decide. I just
Yeah.
want you to go and vote. Oh man, Arizona hasn't updated in a while. So that's still just sitting there at that dead tie. I don't like that.
Arizona has a lot of funky stuff going on with, like, I think specifically Maricopa County, right?
Yeah. And that's something that concerns me. But, I don't know what to think or say about that because I don't know specifically what's going on. But guess what I see?
Hmm.
I see our friend, Mr. Raymond G. Stanley Jr.
Let's go.
Hello, sir. Can you hear us, Raymond?
Yes.
How you doing there in Pennsylvania? Or are you in Pennsylvania tonight?
I'm good. Let me turn this off. Hold on real quick. The election on IRL was on, so I heard all that shit. What do you got going on?
Oh, I'm just sitting here staring at numbers. You know how that goes. I bet you've been doing that a little bit tonight yourself.
A little bit. Kinda. I'm not really not worried about tonight. I'm a little bit because I kind of have an idea what's going to go, bro. But it's not going to happen until like I don't know, tomorrow. Hopefully. But tonight would be wonderful if we could just win PA right now.
It's actually shaping up to where if they'd call Georgia, we were talking about this. If they'd call Georgia right now, that'd be 246. Arizona, it hasn't updated in a while, so I don't know what's going on there. But if that actually stays Trump, as they're kind of saying it should, that puts it at, what's that, 257.
Isn't Arizona like 12 weeks though?
Who knows? We don't know how long Arizona's going to take.
No doubt.
But then Pennsylvania becomes interesting. So if that stays there, you're at 256. Pennsylvania puts you over the top. Michigan's leaning Donald Trump at this point.
Really?
Wisconsin's leaning Donald Trump. Donald Trump has a lot of paths to victory right now. And that makes it interesting, right? So, in theory, if these places would just get their reporting in an hour, we could actually have these results and say, congratulations, Mr. Trump, you are the 47th president.
Right, because we know that's where it's going. Hi, base, by the way. We would know exactly where that's the end of the story, right?
Right.
Let's just get to it. Why you got to take so many days?
I'm really like weirded out why they haven't called Georgia yet too, as well. It's like, why is Nevada not counting any votes at all right now? And why is Georgia not calling it for Trump right now as well? When it's at greater than 95%, 51% Trump.
And Decision Desk HQ has called it for Trump. So it's like you got 1, 2, 3 counties that have not
are they big
anything.
That one county in the middle looks like a big city one, which could probably help her get over the top because city.
Yeah.
Population.
So I don't know what's going on in Georgia, but with 5%,
can you click on that thing? Can you click on the county and see?
Yeah, Georgia, I can't do that from Google's map. But if I go over here to New York Times,
can't we is there a place we can find all the counties and what percentage they're at? Is there such a place? Gotta be. Oh, after the results, sure, but I don't know about live. Okay, here we go.
So here's Georgia, and I can click on these counties. So right here was that one. 0%. They haven't reported anything.
Motherfuckers. What's the city? Jones County? I'm gonna look at
Jones County. It's right next to Macon, Georgia. So I don't know. That's kind of weird.
hypothetically worst case scenario, if we give Georgia and Nevada, the two states right now that we're talking about, to Harris, and we give North Carolina to Trump, Pennsylvania to Harris, and then Michigan, and Wisconsin to Trump, Trump still wins, even with Georgia and Nevada. And those are the two states that are like really under question right now because Nevada hasn't started counting and Georgia still hasn't called it for Trump. So that's still even with Harris having Pennsylvania.
Even
Oh,
if Harris
like,
has Pennsylvania?
Yeah, then Trump still wins with Michigan and Wisconsin. So
which one am I missing here? What you were saying?
let me
Oh,
see.
Georgia, Nevada, Arizona, maybe Arizona.
Arizona is red, yeah. And then Nevada is blue.
Okay. So something like that.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, the left's gonna go crazy over electoral college if he doesn't. Even if he's gonna be close anyway, he's definitely gonna be close to. I guarantee it. Hopefully, a popular vote.
Well, so, we got New York Times and their decision needle. You've seen this before, I'm sure, Raymond.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
wow.
they've currently got Trump as an 89% chance of winning, with 301 to 237 for electoral votes. But the interesting thing here is Trump's up by 1 point on the popular vote.
As of
So,
now.
I mean, that is pretty good. And with that, I'm going to bring Joey back into the fold here.
I'm here. I'm back.
Joey, look who we found.
Wild Raymond.
A wild Raymond G.
Wow, Raymond. Are we we're on a counter? I see live on it says 317 top left.
Yeah, we've been going for
that's
3
how long
hours.
we've been going.
Nice.
Can I see Minnesota? I want to see an update on Minnesota.
There isn't an update on Minnesota really, but here you go.
Oh,
Are they going red?
Harris is at 200 now.
What do they give
Yeah,
her?
Minnesota is leaning blue
Rhode
now.
Island?
The who?
Rhode Island, maybe? I don't know.
Rhode Island. Let me see the Senate race, though. Let me see the Senate race.
You want the Senate race in Minnesota?
Yeah, I need Royce White to win.
Royce White.
Why? There.
You got to scroll up. Yeah, I know.
I see the dude on Twitter.
Damn.
Joey, you see the
What?
dude who's on Twitter? I see him.
Yeah, Royce
around.
White.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see the
Minnesota.
counter. Let's see the counter.
Nope. The Senate race has gone to
son of a
Amy
bitch.
Klobuchar.
Man, I'm saying they must have got a big dump.
They did.
Unfortunate. What's
Damn
it looking
it.
like in Arizona? Why is that still blue? Oh wait, that's the Senate. Okay.
Yeah, that's Kerry Lake losing in Arizona right now.
Jeez, man. Why did they go red for president, but they go blue like retards for the fucking senator? What's
Rip.
Yeah, doesn't make
I
sense.
voted for Kerry Lake. That's very disappointing.
Yeah. They still haven't
So,
called
let's see.
Georgia on Google. Interesting.
Nope,
Yeah,
they still have
haven't
not called.
Georgia. I don't know why.
It's interesting. So they've
They're
called
greater
Virginia
than
for her.
95%.
They've called Virginia for her.
Yep.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
Well, it was close though. It was
Yeah.
more of a swing state they were giving it credit for. I guess they've called New Mexico. All right, we're filling in.
They called North Carolina for Trump. So
Oh, okay,
That's good.
perfect. So interesting that they're not calling Georgia, even though some places have already.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're not. I suspect they're not calling Georgia because it's 130,000 votes, 135,000 votes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're
Well, get
hopeful.
this, Joey. They haven't even started counting in Nevada.
God,
It's
Results
fucking
expected
empty.
soon.
It's a
It's
terrible
like
rule.
it's literally empty. It's like 0%. Like there's no, and polls closed like an hour and a half ago. There's no reason they shouldn't have been like reporting some of the votes by now. I don't understand why that is.
But hey, look at California. They're actually reporting finally.
I mean, it's got to be because of their laws, I would imagine, and that's shitty law. Nevada, get your
So
shit together. Why would you wait?
a lot of interesting things afoot, but nothing really new to report though, unfortunately, because I'd like to see an update in Pennsylvania. I'd like to see, and that's 200,000 votes at this point.
That's
I mean, what
Philly.
are they? Yeah, that's Philadelphia. That's
Where's the
Allentown.
green? What's the green?
The
That's
gray.
nothing. It looks green on my screen.
Yeah,
that's nothing.
Nothing's reporting in yet.
That's a tiny, small area. It's a reserve, a natural reserve. But all of middle northern PA is nothing but fucking wildlife type shit. So that doesn't matter. That little county means nothing. Then that's good. That's a good
So,
sign.
I mean,
I think
yeah,
Trump's gonna get. He should get Pennsylvania, right?
you should.
Mhm.
I mean, he's up by 200,000. That's almost 4 points at this time.
Oh,
I mean, I don't see that changing drastically over the next.
It depends on
2
what those big
hours.
city counters are in, though, because those fucking mail-in ballots.
But we got Wisconsin here.
That's
That
looking nice.
that's looking pretty solid. I mean, that's not as wide of a margin as Pennsylvania is, but it's still pretty solid percentage wise. Georgia, that should be done and over.
It
with
is
at this
done in
point,
some places, but I don't know why they're
Yeah.
taking forever.
Michigan's interesting because Detroit finally flipped.
Well,
Detroit is finally blue.
you figured that
they
they
were
were.
red. They were red.
They
for
were
a
red
second
for a
there?
while. Yeah, they were.
Oh.
Red
They've
for a
been
while.
they were red up until this is the first time I've looked at Michigan and seen Detroit is blue.
That's pretty
God,
awesome.
look how slow they're counting, bro. Like that's ridiculous.
But I mean, he's up by 120,000 votes at this point. So I guess we're getting ready for another 3 a.m.
Yes.
spike.
Yes.
We'll see.
Where's fear? I became a Debbie Downer for a second there earlier.
Hey, I get it. They're not counting as fast as we'd like. We know there was some hinky shit that happened in the last cycle. There's no reason.
Georgia's
be
Secretary of
upbeat.
State. Georgia's Secretary of State says Donald Trump has an insurmountable lead and will carry the state. So,
Well, the
I like
AP needs to update that soon, because if the Georgia Secretary of State is reporting that, I mean, again, that's 130,000 votes. Unless they believe that they're going to have another in the last 5% of ballots that they could possibly count, another 130,000 votes, it's done and over with. At least that's my understanding of it.
That's what it sounds like.
phew. Some places got Trump at 96% chance to win. Oh man.
What are these places that you're talking about?
Tim Pool just posted something 2 minutes ago. It said 96.7% to 3.4.
Yeah, I don't know where he's getting that one at.
I don't know where he's
But
getting it from, but that's just something he posted on Twitter.
Yeah.
Why is Kamala at 205? What'd they give her?
They gave her Virginia.
No, after that. Virginia's only.
New Mexico.
Virginia's 13 electoral votes. New Mexico is 5. Yeah, so I guess they gave her New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
New Mexico's communists?
They called
Which
North
is what
Carolina
I said.
for Trump, right?
I called New Mexico being blue. So
Well, yeah, but that's
Get
not
it.
like,
I know, but you were telling me I was wrong earlier. I'm just saying.
I didn't
I'm
say you
just
were
saying.
wrong. You were very insistent that it wouldn't be close, and I said it's been going back and forth.
There we go. Yeah.
Why does it keep checking off Utah for me? Why is it doing that?
I don't know.
What is Utah? Gotta be red, right?
Yeah.
The governor's a
Oh, yeah.
Democrat or something, or he's just a terrible Republican, right? He's like not a real Christian Republican or something like that.
What about New Hampshire? Has that been called yet?
It is not.
Interesting. Can we let's take a look at that.
It's got to be. Come on,
Let's
Trump.
look at New Hampshire.
still
I'm
haven't
going to look
called
at
it.
it.
That's
from
interesting.
New York Times, though.
They're gonna have a lot of libertarian voters lying.
I mean,
yeah, New
they've
Hampshire
got
and Maine will both go blue. They'll both. New Hampshire and Maine will both go.
Well, but if
Right.
Trump's going to win the popular vote, he's going to split the Maine vote. So he's going to get 2 delegates from Maine because that's how they're split up.
so with New Hampshire, they got 76% reported in, and the margin's 25,000.
Okay, so there's still a
So-
chance.
That's probably
So-
why they haven't called them.
New York Times doesn't have New Mexico for, let's see. So weird how they come
Yeah.
to these conclusions.
They have some
Who
nerd right.
knows?
I can see him. You know, I'll go.
But see, they're also not calling Georgia either. So
Yeah. But
Something is weird is going on. I have a bad feeling. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it
5%.
is. But
Yeah, 5%. You're right. It's something weird. 5%. Why are they not saying it's? That's a whole. She needs to get a lot of percent to pass him on this one.
I mean, Georgia's Secretary of State said he can't pass. He can't lose his lead. So I don't know what's going on there.
She
it's
needs
the
to
shadow
let it-
campaign.
yeah.
There's going to be a pipe burst or something that we're going to find out about that nobody knew about the night of, and they're going to have to go recount the ballots, and they're going to find out that it was flooded, and nobody knows what those totals were anymore. All the machines are going to be sparking and on fire, and we can't recover that information. I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy
Okay.
with that.
what did I say previously? If Georgia went blue, hypothetically, like let's just doomsday think here for a second. Georgia goes blue, Arizona goes blue, Nevada goes blue, Pennsylvania goes blue. If he gets North Carolina, Michigan, and Wisconsin, Kamala wins. But if he gets either,
If he picks up either Georgia
gets-
or Arizona, he wins.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Keep
That's
in
not
mind,
too
though,
bad. That sounds good. That doesn't sound too shabby.
keep in mind though that he's projected to win the popular vote, so he is going to get that extra 2 from Maine. So that could change everything.
Yeah, but so right now, like I said, even if we give Pennsylvania to Kamala, even if we give Nevada and Arizona to Kamala, if he gets Georgia, he wins. If he
And
gets
some places
Arizona,
have reported
but
he's
not
already gotten
Georgia,
Georgia. So
yeah.
interesting.
So
Secretary of State seems to think he's going to have Georgia. So
I don't understand what's lagging, man. I just don't understand. Like, why is Nevada lagging? Why have they not started counting? I just don't fucking get it. I don't get it. Pardon my French. I just like I am not understanding why have
because
they
they
not
because they
started
know if
counting
they count it right now that the election results are going to be done by today.
Yeah,
they're probably
I
what
mean-
they're probably trying to do is they're probably trying to see if they have enough fucking mail-in ballots to even remotely challenge it, and that's probably what they're looking at right now. And if they see that they don't have a path, then this shit might be over tonight. And by tonight, I mean by like 3 a.m.
I wonder if they're worried about election day craziness. If they call it for Trump right now, the United States
It's going to
might-
happen regardless.
You
If they
know.
call it,
Well,
if they
if
call
they
it
wait
later
for the-
today or Thursday,
even during the daytime. Well, I mean, yeah, it is.
if you do it during the daytime,
to an
it'd probably be
extent,
worse.
you could like dim. Yeah, you think more people are going
I
to be out
think
and
so.
about?
Like, I mean, it was barren. The streets are barren in New York right now. It's not even any
Yeah.
like big time traffic.
Everyone's
that's
on edge.
crazy.
Everyone's on edge. We're all on edge. Everyone's at edge of our seat tonight and tomorrow.
Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania all are still saying leaning right. So I'm hopeful. I
Yeah.
would be
Well-
shocked. Like, I'm gonna be surprised if
The odds of him
all
not
of
winning
them
2 of
turn
those,
blue,
at least,
but yeah.
Yeah, I think he's got Wisconsin. I think he's got Michigan at this point. And Pennsylvania, again, that's over 100. It's almost 200,000 votes.
And the one county that was only gray that didn't come in is a small, tiny county. So, like,
Mhm.
what are they waiting for?
well, if he does
84.
win Wisconsin, if he does win So if we're assuming Georgia is his, like some places have it. If he just wins Wisconsin and Michigan, it's over.
Yeah,
and that's probably the
Without-
holdup with Georgia is they're probably seeing if they can finesse something, but it doesn't seem like they can so far.
I mean, I don't think it's
This
possible for them to finesse an extra 122,000 votes.
Well, the guy who runs the damn shit doesn't seem to think so either.
I mean, I don't see them coming up with another 215,000 votes in Pennsylvania. Look, Hawaii just came online. They just immediately.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's not
I
shocking.
mean, Michigan, they'd have to finesse another 140,000 votes for her to win at this point. Not going to happen. I know. I remember the last time. That's the number
Did you
that
see my
they
face?
magically.
I
Yeah.
hear
I know that's the number they made it appear, but that's not happening. We're not letting that happen this time.
you. Hoorah.
Wisconsin, that's 100,000 votes. This can be called at this point. And then whenever Nevada gets online and decides to report some numbers, it's just icing on the cake when he wins that state. The rest of them we know what's going to happen.
I mean, I don't know if we're gonna. I mean, you give a great point, Sanoski. I appreciate it. I like the way you think. Like maybe I've 2020 PTSD because I don't know what they could do. Even though the county in PA was gray, they could still not. I don't know how much was called for Bucks County or how many they called for. Even though Scott Presler might have saved the election by doing Bucks County, so maybe
Raymond,
I was thinking about Scott Presler because he might have did that area. Okay.
Let me change your. Let me help you out here. The highest betting odds Trump was last time was -600. He's currently at -1850.
Dang, it's huge. Bit triple.
So
Yeah.
according to Vegas, he is overwhelming favorite. He's not just a strong favorite like he was at certain points last time. The highest he ever got was -600. And he's like tripled that essentially.
That's like you're gonna sweep someone in the finals.
Basically.
Yeah. That's Vegas saying, we don't want your bet anymore. We do not
It
want to
is.
lose.
Okay.
We are
So
not
that's-
taking that bet.
that's awesome.
Let's look at let me see what's shaking in Arizona.
I love it. Pardon
Let's
me.
see how far in they are.
Look at this tab. Arizona is 53%, but the vote totals haven't changed for the last 20 minutes. He's up by 7,000 votes. So there's
Right.
hanky shit happening in Maricopa County.
Maybe.
That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it hanky shit at this point.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm just interested in this Georgia thing. Some places have called it. Like, has CNN still not called New Jersey? Let me see. No, they've called New Jersey now. Okay.
I mean, Georgia.
Still-
I mean,
still
this is
projection.
New York Times, a reputable place saying greater than 95% of the votes are in. Secretary of State is saying there is no path for Kamala to make up that difference. It cannot happen. And yet they still haven't called it.
CNN
Because
still has not called,
they're not running it. The local people are. The local people
Yeah.
can be dirty.
CNN still hasn't called New Jersey. That's interesting. New Jersey was called like 2.5 hours ago by Google, or AP rather.
Yeah, and
Oh, don't worry, Flair. We're not streaming CNN.
I got it on in the background on my TV. That's why.
Hi, chat.
Yeah, Joey still believes in cable.
Well, no, I just want to see what they're saying. I want to see what the mainstream media is saying.
I mean, if you watch TV, cable's cool. But yeah, go Fox or FX. FX is a good one. AMC. FX was I said the one. A couple of geez, National Geographic. There you go. What's the there you go, ticker. Geez. Come on, man.
They
Come
say
on,
Georgia's 93% in. Interesting.
Nice.
Even though
Yeah.
some places say 95% in. Joey's going to get
we're-
the stream shut down. No, you can't even see it in my background. Really, I'm blocking it.
Nah, we're fine. We're fine.
Besides, it's technically fair use anyway. We don't even have the volume on.
But hey, I mean, we got likely Trump still 90% chance of victory. 301 to 237. Trump 1.1 popular vote.
1.1. So he's going to get those 2 extra things from Maine. It's looking like.
You know, I'm-
Listen, if anything could happen, those 2 extra ones could be very pivotal. You know.
I mean, we got these states down here which are going to decide the election. North Carolina, that's already Trump. Georgia, we're pretty confident that's already Trump. Arizona, pretty confident that's Trump. At least they are 80% chance of Trump winning in Arizona. Pennsylvania, 74% chance at this point going Trump. Wisconsin, Michigan, all Trump favored
Nice.
based on the data they have. They believe all of these. Trump only needed to pick up a little over half of these to actually be any value, and he's got 3/4, almost 90%. For all we know, he's going to have Nevada too. He's going to pick up all of them.
Well, he has Georgia according to some, and if he gets Pennsylvania and just Nevada, I think that's it, right? And then you consider
Pretty
Arizona,
much.
Wisconsin, Michigan, and maybe an outside chance at Minnesota.
Pretty much. Here was our doomsday stuff while you were gone, Joey. Okay, we said, let's say Kamala gets Pennsylvania. Let's say she gets Arizona. Let's say she gets Nevada. Or I'm sorry, she gets Nevada. If Trump picks up Wisconsin and Michigan, and they actually call Georgia for him, he has won.
Yeah.
That is the reality. Now, if we go by what New York Times is saying, you know, Pennsylvania is Trump, Arizona is Trump, Nevada is Trump.
You gotta hit it again. I know.
Yeah, Nevada is Trump. That's 312.
And,
I mean,
then,
I like that. That looks good.
and then he's gonna
I mean,
win the popular vote. So you might as well fill in those 2 for Maine because he's gonna win the popular vote. It looks like.
So 270, 314.
I mean, where is my logic going wrong here?
I don't know. Like even if they were to even if they were to steal Arizona and Georgia potentially, let's say they do that, he still wins by a comfortable margin. You could even throw Nevada in there.
So even if he steals Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania.
Yeah, even if
Yeah.
Really?
no,
you
Yeah.
can't take Pennsylvania away.
Even
no,
Try it. Pennsylvania's
No,
23,
do it.
so
nope, that would be
So-
yep. See,
like she would get so
we have
I just
23.
did
think
this. I just did this in my
Oh, things
I
change.
just did this.
But you can give Michigan to
strung out,
her
PA
and he'd
had
still
23.
win.
mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Uh,
Just saying. Have they changed over the years? Oh yeah, they always change. Because PA people moved out of PA, people moved into because California had 52, now they have 54. We had 23, now they have 19.
Okay, so not
Dang.
Georgia. If you take away Georgia, he wins. Pennsylvania blue, Georgia red.
Yeah, Georgia
Yeah.
clinches it for him. But what I'm pointing out is, you know, according to New York Times, this is what they say is currently leaning.
I mean, do we depend on them because they are telling they're telling the people on their team that this is what's going on, or are they trying to, you know,
The way I see it is that they usually lean left, and if this is what they're showing, then it must be doomsday.
yeah.
Because there's nobody left voting except for maybe in like Hawaii and Alaska, and those are generally going to be irrelevant right now.
Yeah,
I just
Such
think
a
it's
low-
so weird that the last states that we're like waiting on are the ones that are the swing states. Like I just think that's weird. Even though their polls ended so
Yeah.
fucking long ago, like why are we still waiting on Georgia? Why are we still waiting on Pennsylvania? I mean, I can understand Pennsylvania more than Georgia. Why are we still waiting on these states that ended so long ago?
I mean,
You
a
know,
lot of
Nevada
maybe-
hasn't even started counting. Like, why is that happening?
a lot of
Maybe,
places
and this is
already called
conspiracy
Georgia.
theory.
So that's interesting.
Maybe they're waiting to mobilize the National Guard in Georgia, mobilize the National Guard in Pennsylvania, because they expect if they call those states, we're going to wake up to World War III tomorrow morning.
No, not quite. I don't.
I
think
like.
it's
I mean, yeah, but no.
I mean,
maybe a civil war at best. I don't think World War III.
well, it depends on how
Not
angry
tomorrow.
the Russians are.
Trump won a county that is 40% black in North Carolina. That's interesting.
Oh, he won that county. I heard about that. Nice.
Yeah,
Good.
Anston County was the first Republican since 1870 to win that.
Nice.
I mean, I do not see in any of these states Kamala actually having a path to victory.
Jack
She was
Posobiec,
not a popular person.
Jack Posobiec is reporting the United States Secret Service is preparing to mobilize additional resources to Florida
Wait, why?
All right.
because
Update, I have Harris at 205.
they're probably anticipating Trump winning. That's why, and they're probably anticipating a breakout of violence. I mean,
I've got Harris at 210.
Sinoski, check the Senate and the House races. Let's see how we're doing there. 51.
We've
won
got the Senate.
They've won the Senate. Let's see the House.
Wait, Dave won the Senate.
177.
Republicans have won the Senate.
Wait, and
Let's
this
go!
this ain't true. No way. Go back.
Yeah,
to
go
the
back.
last one.
They
Hold
got
on, I want to
51
watch
seats.
it. I just want to see it again. That looks too good to be true. Oh, this is beautiful. What?
They got 51
And,
seats,
and
we're
we
not
still
even done
haven't
yet.
officially
Oh yeah, you're right.
haven't given
I'm not even-
Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin,
Yeah,
Montana.
we're gonna do good.
Yeah,
Make it blue.
I mean,
Can you click that? Can you click it and change it? So we got. Oh no,
well, no, I can't change this one.
no doubt. But
Let
yeah,
me
okay,
see
so
here.
That gives
270 to win. Click on Senate. Share this tab.
So
Okay,
we're gonna be
this
happy.
is
So
where
we're
we-
gonna be happy in the morning, my friends. That's good.
I hope so.
I think so for Senate wise. I mean,
Yeah, 117 for Congress is cool. I mean, or whatever what it was.
so I want to change. Okay, I
Let's
can't change
fucking go.
Pennsylvania.
That's
So
huge. That's a huge win right there. Winning the Senate is huge.
Yes.
so
It's a
basically, I
firewall.
think
It's a
we're able
firewall
to pick
just
up.
in case they do some type of monkey business.
Yeah, I think we can pick up one more seat in the Senate, is what I'm understanding from this. If the page would go back to there. Oh, I see what's happening. I got a little too excited clicking.
What happened?
I heard
Oh.
about you.
I opened up too many tabs.
Uh-oh.
Too many tabs. That's
So it didn't want to load. Okay.
so.
So
So
Montana looks like we
That's blue.
might be going. Yeah, Montana might be going blue for Senate.
Tester, that little fucker's
Unfortunate.
still in it. Yeah, that piece of shit. Come on, guys.
Yeah, for some reason, Lake's losing. I mean, we could have a much bigger lead in the Senate if people just voted Republican downstream, but for some
Yeah.
reason they didn't.
How does that? How does that? Does it make zero sense? You have the
I know.
palette in your hand. You go do click, 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 click.
It's baffling.
Yeah,
Honestly.
basically, there's still 8 seats that haven't been decided
Boomers.
officially. So we shall see. They predict we're going to pick up another seat, and that's going to be the end of it.
Okay,
But
I'll take it. I'll take it.
you know, maybe they.
Well, if there's a late surge for more Republican voters in Arizona, you could see maybe Carrie Lake starting to compete more. But I don't know.
And maybe
It's probably not looking good for her.
Montana. I don't know.
Why does she not get? Why is she not winning? I don't know much about the other dude. I only hear bad things about him, but for some reason, she can't win in Arizona for anything she does. Apparently, so dang. So she tried to come out as
Oh, 270. Oh, wait, this is just my map. Never mind. I was like, oh, wow. George is called finally, but apparently not. Okay, so we got here New York
All right,
Times.
guys.
Yeah.
I think that's enough for me. I'll I'll see you guys later.
All right.
Good night.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much going to be done here soon too.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically it's in the hands of whatever, you know. We've given all the analysts we can, analysis we can.
My prediction, based on what we're seeing in the numbers at this moment, all of the states that the Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Arizona, if New York Times is calling them likely Trump at this point, I tend to believe them based on the numbers we're seeing. I don't know for sure, but if all of those states go Donald Trump, Trump is our president tomorrow morning.
Let's go.
So with that, Raymond, thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
Yeah, man.
Joey.
Good team.
Joey, thank you for sticking with me this whole time. It's been a
Oh, yeah.
long night.
3:45, bro. 3:45. Nice.
Yeah. Based, I don't know if you're still here or not. You did say you're leaving, so thank
here.
you for coming in. All right, perfect. Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna leave it here, guys.
All right.
Hopefully tomorrow we're not waking up going, wait, what just happened? How did we lose it again?
No, I won't be asleep until we get more information.
So
All
all right.
right. The boss caffeine.
So with that,
All right.
again, thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Base. Thank you, Joey. Guys, thank you. If you've watched this stream, thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys later with whatever I'm uploading next.
Peace.
All right. Again, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you later. All right. Thank you for tuning in. That was a good episode. If you like it, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, even that notification bell, and you will get notified anytime I release more content. You can also follow me on X at Real Chris Noski. On Instagram, I've now got an account set up there, The Quiet Part Pod, and of course here on YouTube, The Quiet Part Pod. With that, I will see you guys next time. You have a good day.